Hey guys, it's RJ the Fed. It's been a while. Trying to make sure everything's set up. Hopefully, audio is working properly. Hopefully, everything sounds good. I'm trying to check the settings actively. It's been a while since we've been in the game. Got JL in chat. Have JL do my sound check for me. Then, before anyone else tunes in, we went live a little bit earlier than expected. We were going to go at 7:30. We just randomly decided we were going to do this today. And instead of waiting till 7:30, we went at 7:18. So, JL, can you hear me, sir? Does everything sound good? If it does, give me a thumbs up in chat. Sounds great, man. Perfect. Okay, good. Audio sounds good then. Got a lot going on, and it's been a while. We did do on the channel 2 surprise live streams for the Juno's Liquor allocation event. We did 2 separate ones because of the time gap between the two. Me and Albert went and had lunch in between, but that was a pretty nice time to socialize and hang out. It was a pretty good bourbon day, I would say, even though I didn't get any allocated stuff. Well, life's happened. So my oldest son, Eli, he got sick. Very sick, actually. So much that we had to take him to the hospital. He's fine. He's good. He's well. He's actually in the other room. We just put him down for bed. Clearly, he's not asleep. If you guys can hear him in the background on occasion. But then I got sick. And I got really sick. So for him, it was scary because he can't talk to us or tell us anything. I can. That stuff was awful. I got the same thing he got. And then shortly after that, we both returned to normal. I went to work. Due date for my second born was January 31st. That came early. So second kid happened January 10th. So it's officially been 1 month and 1 day since my second born was born. So pretty crazy, pretty cool. Very excited, very happy, just very, very overwhelmed, very tired, very exhausted, burnt out on YouTube for sure. I know I don't post or push as much content as some of our other friends, but definitely trying to keep track of everything. Joe B, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. We'll get to Joe B here in a second, too. We're going to talk about what's coming up and what's been happening as well. So other than Eli getting sick, having the new son, his name's William as well. So have that going on and me doing better as well. A lot going on. Barrel picks. Let's talk about that for a second. Whacked Out Whiskey Club, me and myself and Riley Tesla, if you guys know him on Discord. He wanted to do a barrel picking group just like he had in Florida. So he made one here and he made me co-owner. I also want to help support him. The best way I can do that is to, one, make content with the bottles and the picks that we're doing and sharing, for one. So my apologies to Riley for not doing so. But here we are today. So we have made some videos in the past for the Nobletons, for the sample set that I tried, and then the Silver Belly for what sample I had tried versus what we actually got. I feel like it changed quite a bit. Gandy Road in the house. What's up, brother? So first barrel pick. It's out. We have a few more bottles left. Silver Belly whiskey. This is celebrity endorsed. I know that might scare majority of people that are bourbon hunters away from this because it is celebrity endorsed. Alan Jackson bought a distillery. This Silver Belly single barrel is a 5.5 year, so 5.5 years, and it's 115 proof single barrel. My impressions of it, honest impressions of it, was from the sample I had versus the bottle I had, not the same. Didn't seem to like the same. Fresh crack, hated it. Was really disappointed, really upset. As it opened up, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Actually, I'm going to be drinking this here in a second. I'm going to finish what I have poured up already, which is just some leftovers from a bottle share. I brought my aged in ore kit with me. We just got the aged in ore kit cleaned up and put away, but we just poured up that last sample, so we're drinking that one. That was actually one of Bourbon Hall's bottles that we poured up. It was the Eagle Rare honey finish that he did. But the Silver Belly, it opened up. It is better. Is it $70 shipped or whatever the price is exactly shipped? I can't remember. Good. No, I don't think so. I'm pretty disappointed with the Silver Belly pick. I'll be honest. If it was a $50 bottle or $50 shipped to your doorstep, I could support this one and push this one a little bit more. I still think it's good. I think it's worth a try. If you guys haven't had it, you can reach out to me and I'll pour you a sample directly from my bottle, or we can get you a whole bottle if you want one. But what I have been doing is people who've been getting the bottle or trying a sample of it is I did go online and they have on their website the LE, which is their birthday whiskey. It's a 6.6 year, 101.7 proof. They made 1,958 bottles because that was the year that Alan Jackson was born. They did 6.6 years old because he's turning 66. And then the 101.7 proof, I think, just kind of fell into place. I don't know if it has any kind of significance. But this will be the first and only release of Silver Belly birthday whiskey because Old Forester had a cease and desist for him. So that was kind of funny. Beach Sam Bourbon, what's going on, Michael? So Silver Belly, I'll send you a sample if you want one. If you want the birthday whiskey sample too, I typically will send those side by side so you can try them. I do believe that even though it's $100+ shipped for the birthday whiskey, that it is better, in my opinion, and a lot more unique than the barrel pick that we did. The barrel pick is good, especially now that it's opened up. Like I do like it a lot more, but the finish is really weird, very funky. What's up, Mike? Second pick. I just went and picked this up the other day. Tyler was with me. We rode together. Planters Ozark Highlands. You're like, what the hell is that? And then it has the Whacked Out Whiskey Club right here. It's also got Peggy and Sam in their anniversary date. They got married. They forgot to take that off the label, so we got stuck with that on the label. And then they have their generic tasting notes that also don't match this bottle one bit. I cut the sticker down, the tax strip thing on the top to keep the Whacked Out Club on the top. I don't know if you guys can see that. But this is actually the Nobleton's pick. So it's Planters Ozark Highlands whiskey. And then at the bottom right here, it says a real dirty whiskey Planters. So this is the Nobleton's pick. Night Method, what's going on, Dan? Ryan S., one of my favorite moderators that also gets the most hate when we are doing our morning live stream. What's going on, dude? This bottle, 85 shipped. Rough, right? Yikes. High price, $85. Unknown distillery, Nobleton's. Can't give too many details over YouTube as far as background and history. They're out of Missouri. This is aged stated at 10 years. They've been distilling legally for 10 years. I can't go any more details than that. But this legally is a 10-year-old whiskey. I'm going to keep saying the word legally because that's when they got their license to distill officially. This whiskey, it doesn't taste 10 years old. They aged a lot of their stuff in climate controlled caves. Lucas, what's going on? The climate controlled caves, they have all their barrels are toasted barrels for one. Let's start with toasted barrels. I believe, based off what Riley told me, they also dump their barrels and rebarrel every 7 years in a brand new toasted barrel. So 10-year-old whiskey legally means it at least hit 2 different barrels of toasted barrels. So the color is very light. I can definitely admit that. You can kind of see that on camera. It drinks way different than what I've seen. This is also nothing like any of the Nobletons that I posted a video on when I tried the samples. This is night and day. This is a Scotch drinker's bourbon, and it's a high rye, but it's a Scotch drinker's bottle for sure. It's not smoky or peated, but it is like the smoke wood taste, that woody toasted savory note definitely comes through, which is why I use the word scotchy. Some people might disagree with me, and there's a lot of us that definitely try this and we're like, yeah, this is kind of scotchy. A lot of fruit going on there too. Pear has been one of the biggest tasting note given to us, by the way. So pretty solid bottle. $85 shipped though. I don't know about that, but it is good. I have 2 bottles of it of myself. I have a couple bottles for sale too. So if anybody wants a bottle or needs a bottle, I got you if you haven't already got one. If you have placed an order and you want it to be delivered to you, you can reach out to me directly or Riley. But I'll send out samples of that one too. I have no problem sampling it out. Let's see who else is in chat right now. Everyone just saying cheers to each other. So Silver Belly, let's pick one. Nobleton's or underneath the label Planters Ozark Highlands, number 2. That does come from Nobleton's distillery, though. Third pick coming around the corner. Um, it hasn't been announced yet, but I'll tell you what it is anyways because I don't care. Winter Mirage Spirits, the liquor store over in Colleyville. Met a guy that works there. His name's Cole. Cole's part of a group called Spirit of the Rails, referring to like rails as in trains. And they have purchased 6 barrels. All 6 barrels are OZ Tyler, purchased by Green River. I want to say they're all around 5 to 7 years old. Don't quote me on that. Some of them are still aging, so we're not sure what time we're actually going to purchase them and get them bottled. We did pick one. I believe it's barrel number 59. That one will be a rye, and it will be a rye drinker's rye. So if you do not like rye, probably not your pick, but it is OZ Tyler Distillate, purchased by Green River, branded underneath Spirit of the Rails, that will eventually be a Whacked Out Whiskey Club pick. Me and Riley both went to Mirage. We both tried all 6 samples. We picked the best 3, blinded the best 3, and picked the best 2. And then we went with, hey, if you guys pick one for your barrel pick and it happens to be our number 1, we'll take our number 2 pick. Well, they didn't pick any of them. So Mirage didn't take one. So we got our first pick. So our number 1 pick out of those 6 is our barrel. And it is aging an additional, I believe, 3 to 6 months from when we initially were trying to work out how long it was going to be. So I think mid-March, into March, they will begin bottling that barrel. That will be the next barrel pick. If you guys like good whiskey, you guys don't want to pay for allocated stuff. These barrel picks, even though the price might not be the best, we are competing with distilleries, distribution centers, stores, and trying to work out deals. Plus, we got shipping. So if the distributor can't deliver to you, we're trying to find a way to get that bottle hand delivered to your doorstep. It does cost money, and I hate to charge more than it's worth, but unfortunately, that's just the cost we have to pay. And I hate to give that to the consumer, but there's just no way we can take a loss at this point. So we're not necessarily profiting, but we're also not losing money, if that makes sense. People are going on these barrel picks. The one that I'm super excited about, if you guys are not paying attention, now's the time to pay attention. Barrel pick that I set up with Mr. TJ, Jameer the Naked Mole Rat, if you guys know him on Discord. TJ has some great connections. He's out of Arizona. He's going to be flying up, and I have Tyler driving up. Guess what we got? We have an Evernorth with the Bourbon Junkies pick lined up, date locked in, March 12th, 11 a.m. I got a team of 7 people going up there, and they're going to go pick the best barrel of whiskey they can try. I say whiskey because we don't know if it's going to be bourbon. We don't know if it's going to be rye or American, or if it's going to be a finished whiskey. They have some wine barrel finishings up there. They're going to go pick the best one, and then from there, it'll be probably split between 3 to 4 of us as far as financial burden. Bottles will be in hand same day. If we help them bottle, we can buy them straight from the gift shop. Roughly looking at $55 at cost. MSRP is $65. Taxes and shipping, we got to figure all that out. But we'll probably make an announcement shortly after, and probably 1st of April or around the first 2 weeks of April. That's also the same time I'm going to be taking my paid parental leave from work, which is awesome. So that paid parental leave will help drastically for giving me some time off to, 1, spend time with my kids, but 2, make sure this pick goes as smoothly as possible. My birthday is March 15th. Got to get one. I wish I could have it in your hands by March 15th, but we'll definitely make sure we do our efforts. It's a 19-hour drive for my meal. He's going to drive all the way up 19 hours from Texas and 19 hours back. So that guy's going to get compensated. TJ paid $1,400 for airfare, plus still got hotel and food. I can't reimburse those guys. I can't afford to reimburse those guys. We would be overcharging you guys and losing money either way if I reimburse them, but we will try to our best to compensate them. Joe B is in chat right now. Joe B is local. His girlfriend, Tammy, local. Both of them will be going on this pick. They are going to be part of the team that picks it. So I did pick some guys that were local. They're going to go and enjoy They're gonna have the best tasting session they've probably ever had with Evernorth. I know Joe B's a big Evernorth fan. He sent me samples. Matter of fact, I crushed all those samples, Joe B. Every sample you sent me, I was gonna share them. I ended up drinking all 2 ounces of each one of them. Even the pre-Evernorth one, the Ever Essence or whatever, batch one, that was good. The rye, the bourbon, all of it was good. The only thing I didn't care for that you helped get a bottle of it to me, and I say I didn't care for loosely, it still hasn't quite opened up, is that Arctic Spirit is a little bit harsh, a little ethanol-y on the back end. But man, the bourbon junkies are doing some good stuff, and some of their finished stuff I know is rough. The Virtue, yep, Virtue, there it is. Joe B called it out. But Evernorth, it's happening. So I'm very excited. I wish I could go. I really do. Um, I want to meet everybody in person eventually, but right now with life and family stuff's going on. Uh, you guys can see in the top corner, powered by StreamYard. We no longer have a StreamYard subscription, so there's that. We aren't paying for StreamYard anymore. They wanted to make some crazy numbers up for how much it was going to cost for a yearly subscription. Um, our first live stream where we were monetized, we took in enough money and donations that I was like, fuck it, we're going to do a StreamYard subscription. And it came time to renew, and I was like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. So if we're running from mobile, like we're not going to get any of the things. But if we're running from the desktop right now, StreamYard is the way to go. I can do OBS or anything like that, but StreamYard's nice because I have the chat on the side. Rye 2, there we go. Joby said the Rye 2. Those Ryes were great. Let's see who else is in chat. You're going to be in Michigan. I will not beach Sam Bourbon, but Joe B and Tammy, TJ, Gunner, Nick Jones, and Tyler will all be in Michigan for that pick. So trust me, if I was going to be there, I would need to let a lot more people know, including you, Michael. Also, would let Mike Brock, couple other guys that are there know that I was in town, but I won't be able to make it out there. But I have a team going out there on my behalf, so I'm trusting their palates to try the most product that they'll let them try from Evernorth, including the American whiskeys, the ryes, the bourbons, the finished product, whatever it is. We're going to pick the best one if there is a good one. If there's not a good one, we won't do a barrel pick with them. But if we do have one that we really, really like, I've got a couple guys that are willing to put up some money. Roughly, it's going to cost anywhere between $11,000 to $15,000 if I had to guess in the ballpark for the entire barrel. We will split that cost between 3 to 4 of us. We've already had that negotiation, and then from there we will make sure you guys get bottles accordingly. So we'll front the money. That way, there's no pre-orders. There's no obligation for you guys to buy a bottle. My guys will take responsibility, including myself, financially to own the barrel, and then from there we will then attempt to redistribute it through however many ways we can. Oh, JC, Texan Rye guy. I didn't realize you were in here. What's up, buddy? It's been a while. Have you been in chat further than that, or did you just type that message? Okay, I didn't see you beforehand, man. Can't believe I missed you there. Mr. Mom said, "Holy crap, he's alive! Cheers, brother." I know it's been a while. It's been a while. So that's why we also had a title. What I title? Long time no see, because it has been a while. I do want to do some more YouTube. I am excited. Is Evernorth going to be a part of the Whacked Out Whiskey Society? That's a good question, man. That really is. So controversy. Some guys can definitely watch this and they'll probably have some conversations with me afterwards. I'm for it, thick and thin, through the drama, through the knot. I'm not too happy with how at least the Silver Belly's going. Some people still ordered bottles and they don't have bottles in hand, and that upsets me. But it is what it is. That was the first pick. We got to move on. Mike Brock in chat right now. Actually, good thing we were just talking about you for Evernorth, but not going to be able to get you on that pick because we already have 7. But good to have you in the chat. So the Silver Belly, the distribution wasn't as smooth as I would like. The Nobleton's pick, better, much better. A lot of people with bottles in hand already, but still not super happy with it. I did not mention the Whacked Out Whiskey Club to Dan from Bourbon Junkies whenever I set up the pick, so he just knows me as RG the Fed for the YouTube channel. But we will open it up and we will distribute some of the pick. through the Whacked Out Whiskey Society. I will probably open up a private chat, or not a private chat, but like another thread on Discord in my chat, my server for barrel picks as well. And those will probably be few and far between. That'll probably be like maybe one a year, maybe two a year most. But those would be ones that I take pride in, and I put in my own money and effort into them. And I do put money into these too, guys. I bought 6 bottles of the Silver Belly to show my support on my end because I wasn't able to be there for the barrel pick, but I still wanted to show support to the boys. They had a 2 bottle limit, but they raised it. I did buy 2 bottles of this. I would have bought more, but originally there's a 2 bottle limit, so I only got 2 of the Nobletons, but still good. Chilling tonight. I need some votes on Rebecca Creek Double Barrel Spanish Oak or JT Melt Cast Strength to open tonight. Rebecca Creek Double Barrel Spanish Oak, 100% over JT Mellick. Sorry. Bias, though. Texas whiskey. Also, RJ Specs is getting JT Melt Cast Strength now. Yeah, they actually have some of the cast strength and some of the single barrels at the Specs on Raglan. That's right by my house. So, yeah, I didn't get one, but yeah, I have seen it. Hey, a little old fashioned in the house, too. Yeah, I think everyone's doing well. I'm definitely doing way better before all the crap that happened, but we're good now. We have 2 kids, two boys, 2 healthy boys. My son had got sick. I had got sick. Then we had our second son. So life happened. Spent some time with the wife, family, all that. Been still working, by the way, so I've been busy with work too. I know I had a second kid and hadn't taken some time off for that yet. I have leave that I'm working on. I got a response from HR the other day. I'm looking at taking leave in the first or second week, I think the second week of April, and I will be off Monday through Friday for essentially 12 weeks. But that might be extended a little bit further than that because I plan on working on Saturdays and Sundays. So we'll see how the scheduling goes. But let me pour this up, crush this, and then try the Silver Belly so I can give you guys first impressions of a bottle that's had a decent chunk hit to it and let it opened up. And then I'll talk about the Nobleton. So if you guys are interested in the picks, Whacked Out Whiskey Club, I'll have to get you guys invited to it if you're not. Wife, I thought she was girlfriend. I am so sorry, Joe B. Tamara is wife. 20 wonderful years. Where have I been the last 20 years? If 20 years ago, I'd be, what, 10 years old? 9 years old? I'm sorry. I thought she was your girlfriend, Joe. Tamara, I'm so sorry. How have you been married to this guy for 20 years? He's saying no worries. I thought she was girlfriend. I'm sorry. Things happen, man. I lost track there. Okay. This is over ice, by the way, for this one. That's why this looks like cloudy and crazy. This is actually I don't know if you guys follow Bourbon Hall. Wade from Bourbon Hall. He's out of Florida. He's been doing some barrel finishing products, honey projects, I should be more specific on. He did a Jack Daniel's barrel proof rye honey finished, which that's what I had before this. And then this is just an Eagle Rare. I think it's only like a 6-week honey finish, or might be a little bit more shorter than that. Not a whole lot of honey influence, but it's proof down Eagle Rare with honey, and it's pretty damn good. Some good stuff. We got one of our RJ Glens, which I will bring that up too. I do have Glencairns. We're looking at $12.50 a piece. I have RJ Glens, and then I have Whacked Out Whiskey Club Glens. So without me having to go grab a Glen, this little spaceship with the cow and the floating barrels with the Whacked Out Whiskey Club written on there and that writing, that's what we got going on the Glencairns. I had someone help invest for the Whacked Out Club Glens, and I wanted to make sure he got settled up with money. So I paid him off. So any of my inventory, I believe I have 18 Whacked Out Whiskey Club Glens in my possession, are paid for. So you just be basically reimbursing me for paying for those from my one of my investors. The RJ Glens I also own. The picks, I don't have any Silver Belly in hand. But Riley still does, so you guys can fill out the Google form, or you can message me direct, and we'll make sure we get everything squared away and If I have to, I'll go to Riley's house. I'll pick up the Silver Belly bottles and I'll make sure I hand deliver myself if you guys want me to do it. Otherwise, you guys can fill out the form and let Riley do it. Same thing with the Nobletons. I've got 5 bottles, I believe, 4 or 5 bottles unaccounted for in my possession. I'll have to double check with Riley because some people have already paid and the hand delivery was supposed to happen by me. But if they don't reach out to me locally, I don't mind hand delivering non-locally. But we just got to make sure Riley gets paid for those. So we'll work that out too. If you guys are interested in the Nobletons, like I said, we're getting ready to try this. But we do have some Glencairns going on, so I know. Also, something we haven't been doing on YouTube to even be able to talk about early. So this is the first time hanging out with you guys. So it is good to see everybody. Shows that we get 16 people watching live. I'm a very small YouTuber. I'm a very busy guy. I have not given you guys the attention that you guys deserve as a community, but everybody knows life happens. So hopefully I can get some support there and some sympathy. But hell yeah. Are you going to be top? Are you going to be toppers in? Toppers in? Oh, getting toppers in. Oh no. So the toppers, which I know what you're talking about. Those are a Tater Dom project. So those would be something I'd have to reach out to him from and get the print file, and then have someone. I have a couple guys local that could do this. 3 print them. He's talking about these. They're like little like disc or like hockey pucks, but what they actually are, they're Glen toppers that have RJ on them. These are pretty cool. These are just 3D printed, and they're two-tone, 2-colored. So we got the black and white, and the black is kind of prismatic. I don't know if you guys can see the colors. And then the white one is more of like the etched in, burned on. It's hard to tell, but there's like it almost looks like corded or braided around the actual black logo. Pretty cool, but no, those were a Tater Dom project, so it would be really cool. But nope, sorry. Picked up a Penelope weeded for my 1K subscriber celebration when I get there. There you go. Penelope is still reach out to me, Michael, if you're still looking for something, man. I helped already with 2 bottles, but Havana, if you haven't got one, we do have some people locally that can help with that. And I can get those closer to cost rather than secondary. So if you're still looking for the Havana, I can help you out with that. See who else is in chat. Yo, we got Matt from Whiskey Wisdom in the house too. RJ is back, baby. RJ, have you tried the Specs Penelope barrel proof pick? I saw it and thought about it. Don't know. The grain percentage seems a little too soft to my palate, but I like other perspectives. Are you referring to the black label or are you referring to the red label? I think you're referring to the red label. If you are, I have not. Well, I just got a text from my wife. Family went to hang out with family, and now we got a kid from one of the family members that tested positive for COVID. So hopefully no one in our house got sick, but exposures happen, guys. So COVID's not gone. We like to downplay it and treat it like it's nothing, but being sick still sucks regardless. So hopefully no one gets sick. Hazmat Compton, what's up, brother? It's been a while, man. Like I did title this one "Long Time No See" because it has been a long time, and I do miss you guys. So, David Vase, what's going on, brother? Everything's good. If you guys do watch the live, either 1.5 or 2x speed on the replay, quick recap. My son got very sick. I got very sick afterwards. My wife was due January 31st. We had our second son January 10th, so he came 3 weeks early. Everything's good, all healthy. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's fine as of right now. Obviously, the COVID exposure we just got a text about. Everyone's still healthy. Everyone's still fine right now, but it has happened. But everyone's doing well. Been very busy, obviously, having 2 kids. I've still been working too. I haven't taken time off yet for the second kid. Looking at taking my leave in April. I'll be off Monday through Friday. I'll work Saturdays and Sundays. So hopefully in the evenings when my wife comes home from work, if it's not too much, she does have to go to bed early because she works early. Maybe we can do some more live streams like this. We pointed out over here on this side, the powered by StreamYard thing's back. We're not paying for the yearly subscription. They raised their price. I couldn't afford it. All kinds of stuff going on. We still have super chats available, I believe. I think we still have super chats available. It looks like we do. So there's that. we're very close to our next paycheck from YouTube. I think we need like $10 in donations or maybe $15 in donations, and we'll hit that $100 threshold. The way YouTube does it, they have a pay cycle, and basically, if you meet the pay cycle threshold, it has to be a minimum of $100. Otherwise, it'll roll over to the next month, and it'll keep rolling over until you hit the 100. They'll pay you out on the 21st. So we haven't been demonetized by any means. We just haven't been putting out any content to deserve any donations or money. So maybe we do a giveaway tonight. I've got some new boxes, some packaging material in there. So I would love to help show support to you guys for still being here. We got 20 people live right now watching, which is crazy since I've been completely absent. So trying to catch up on chat. Everybody's saying hello and everything. Man, you work at the airport. That crap is stressful. I'd be frightened pedestrians all day giving me attitude because they're in a hurry. Yeah, you're right, Josh. We do have that issue, but I typically work with employees. I actually work as a behavioral detection officer, and I focus on insider threat. So most of my stuff is with people that are not flying, but rather working. And the ones that are flying, it's typically, unless I'm working with a dog, it's typically someone who's on what I like to call the shit list, who've done something wrong to end up on that list, and they have earned the right for additional screening. So they get extra screening, and we will screen them for their flight. Like literally on the jet bridge, like they're boarding the aircraft. Guess what? We're screening them. Like that's what I do. It's a little bit different, but yeah. Thomas Anderson, another Michigan boy. What's going on? This is Sheer RJ and crew. Thomas Anderson's in Michigan too. So that would be someone else if I was going to Michigan, which I'm not. I have my team going. I would have to go and see him. So wish I could have been there. Red Label, yeah, Josh, haven't had that one yet. Dollar Bill Will in chat. What's going on, brother? Beach Sand Bourbon said, did you get a Havana locally? Miss Beach Sand Bourbon did a video with me last week. I missed the video. I will have to rewatch. I do watch your content. I'm sorry I don't always comment, but I do try to like and give you that view. But Michael, good to see you, buddy. I do get your text messages still. I know I don't reply. I've been terrible at replying to text messages. Lots of people have been texting me too, so I'm trying to do better on that too. But yes, we do get them. I do click on them. I do watch them. Fun COVID. I hate touching truck driver skis. Yep. Ouch. Everyone stay healthy. Let's see. Congratulations on the second child. You are a busy man. I am very busy in both ways, apparently, right? Because we got a second kid on the way. Yep, with the $4.99. That's crazy. Joe B with the 10 and the Gandy Road with the $4.99. I do plan to be back, guys. So your $20 in donations from everybody. Michael from Beach Sand Bourbon, Joe B, and Mr. Gandy Road are much appreciated. I just wish I could do more. I've just been so freaking busy trying to find time to do this. Has just not been there. Like I said, I did the Juno's liquor allocation because we had some time away where we couldn't make that happen. So pretty happy, pretty excited. Trying to just get back into it. Probably won't be doing the morning lives as much. If I do, it would typically be on the days that I would work. And with my leave coming up, it would only be on Saturdays. So maybe we do a Saturday morning live. I don't know if that works for you guys, but we'll see. Lana Rady says, what's up, bro? I let you in line at Specs that night. Oh, I met you in line. He meant to say, met you in line at Specs that night when you gave out free samples. Hell yeah, man. Good to have you. The big Specs drop, guys. I'll read that receipt out. That was a fun one. So the other night, I say the other night, let's see what the date is on the receipt because it's been a while. Let's see, on 12/28/24. So let's go back to that Specs drop. We got the receipt here, so this will be fun. Specs drop. First person got in line in the morning. I want to say around 8 to 10 a.m. the day before Christmas. The day before Christmas Eve. 12/23. This dude got in line at 12/23. Landon said he was at the poker table. Hell yeah. Okay, I remember you at the poker table. That's over by that truck that we were at where Riley was set up. Yeah. So 12/23, dude gets in line at first. I get there the night before. I get there the night before. So I get there the 27th. And I get there around 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, I should say. And me and Tyler were both 385 and 386th in line. So that tells you how many people were already waiting in line before us. The morning of, so the drop was on the 28th. Liquor store doesn't open until 10 a.m. There was over 3,000 people in line. And you're like, there's no way, you're over exaggerating. No, like there was probably 13 or 1400, maybe even 1500 people in line as the store was actively opening, and more people were getting in line as the store was open, and everybody was waiting in line because they only allowed so many people in line at a time. You had to wait for a shopping cart to go in. It took 2 hours for me and Tyler to make it from 10 a.m. to almost noon before we could get into the store. And then here's my receipt. So let's spoil the total price first. We spent $1,292.19. Now, this is specs. It is a Texas chain store, only Texas. And Texas, the way this chain store works is they hold a bunch of allocated bottles back, a ton of allocated bottles back, and they dump them all off in one big drop at the end of the year. I'm going to skip ahead and chat, but we'll come back. So 9 a.m. rolls around. It's pouring rain. So we're waiting in line while it's raining. Yeah, it's freaking pouring rain. So we're waiting in line at rain. People going in. We get a couple guys that are in chat right now. Actually, Dollar Bill was actually ahead of us in line. We finally make it inside the store about 2 hours later after we're all soaking wet. And then we get to the actual nitty gritty. This is something I actually wanted to videotape, but we weren't able to because of the rain. I didn't want to deal with it. I was tired. I was exhausted, and we were wet and upset. Here's what we bought. We bought 14 bottles total, and I'm going to name the bottle and the price so you guys can see. First bottle, first table, in order. E.H. Taylor Bourbon Single Barrel, non-store pick, $64.59. Green River Single Barrel, store pick, $64.99. Redwood Empire Haystack Needle, store pick, 8-year, $124.99. Michter's Barrel Strength Rye, $103.39. We do have that bottle opened. We shared that bottle actually with Tyler the other day whenever he was over. We have a Russell's Private Barrel, the I believe it's an 8-year Camp Nelson E or F, floor 4. I think it's E, $76.94. A Buffalo Trace store pick, $29.99. Four Roses Single Barrel. I believe we got the OBSK. I can't remember which one. OESO? No, we didn't get the OESO. OBSO? OBSO, I think is what we got. $109.99. We actually gave that one away, that Four Roses away, on Matt from Whiskey Wisdom's channel. So Matt from Whiskey Wisdom's channel, we gave that bottle away, and that bottle's already been hand delivered. We had a Weller Full Proof store pick, $64.99. Pursuit United Double Oaked, $79.99. A Eagle Rare 10-year. This is a 750 milliliter bottle for $44.99 store pick. Penelope Valencia store pick, $67.99. Michter's 10-year rye. It's up on the shelf behind me. That one was $168.89. That's a 24F, I believe. And then we got a Weller 12-year, 1 liter for $51.99 for that grand total. Once again, $1,292.19. So, freaking crazy. I mean, we camped out overnight for that. We spent well over $1,000, and we got 14 allocated bottles. It was pretty freaking wild. So, wow. Our pour, we need to drink again. Silver Belly. This is our single barrel pick with Mr. Riley Tesla, 5.5-year, 115 proof. Opened up quite nicely. Still funky, weird finish on the end, but we'll see how that changed as it's opened up some more. Legs and socks soaked. Absolutely. And I had an umbrella. Tyler had a poncho. Yeah, the Michter's was great. The 10-year barrel strength, both those bottles are great. Loved them. Lots of store picks at solid prices. And it was indeed, Jonathan, one hell of a haul. I mean, 14 bottles with all of them being store picks for the most part. If they weren't, they were allocated or hard to get. Pretty kick ass. I've got my bottles, haven't opened it yet. You should. Cheers. We have a box full of freaking whiskey on the floor. Um, I'll tell you guys my goal for this year because I mean we're live right now. We got 25 people watching now, which is an increase. Thank you guys so much for being here. I know it's been a while. My goal is to spend less money this year than I did last year. Time for that Pappy single barrel. That would be nice, Chucky Alarms. My goal is to spend less money than I did last year. Two ways of doing that. Chip, cheers, buddy. Next year, we should set up a poker table. You can game and win some extra cash you can spend on the drop. That's a good idea, Landon. I'm going to set on the Thomas H. Chandy for 300. I would have bought it at that price, but when I saw it, it was 600. I have a Thomas H. Chandy, matter of fact, so we'll grab that bottle too. We're going to talk about our goals this year, and we're going to show off this bottle that we got from last year. So, try to catch up. We want to spend less money this year than we did last year. Last year, we spent roughly calculated over $18,000. 18,000. Yeah, I think about 18,000 of calculable money spent. Obviously, probably spent closer to 20 or 23 when you factor in secondary market. We didn't do a great job calculating. We try to use Total Wine and Specs, and then some of the mom and pop stores and receipts to calculate how much I actually spent last year. I can do a lot better if I just don't buy, and I buy what I want rather than what I think I want or what I need. So, secondary 2025. What do I plan to buy? Number one, William LaRue Weller 2025. Whenever it comes out, buying it for my son, my newest son, William. That will be a birthday bottle for him to share with his dad. A Blanton's will be number two. Dump date. You guys find one for me, January 10th, 2025. I have a birthday Blanton's for my oldest. And then I also want to get an Old Forester birthday bourbon 2023 for my oldest. The goal is whenever my kids turn 21, they're going to get a Blanton's with the dump date of their birthday, their exact birthday and year, to drink however they want. I don't give a shit. They can mix it with 7-Up for all I care, or they can drain pour it, they can mix it over ice, or they can drink it neat. The fancy bottles, though, the WLW and the birthday bourbon, those will stay in my possession. Those will be bottles that when my kids are of age, they can come over to with dad and they can sit down and have a pour together with me of those bottles. So in order for them to have that birthday bourbon whiskey from Old Forester, Eli's going to have to come over after he's 21 and sit down and say, "Hey, Dad, I want to have a drink with you. Let's have something special." Bam, breaking it out. That'll be our first fresh crack of that bottle. So I'll put those away. I have a place I can store them that's climate and temperature controlled, and we'll just keep those put away. Those will be the crazy secondary tater bottles that are going to be in my possession, my collection, but shared with my kids. The Blantons, like I said, they can take that, do whatever they please with it. That's going to be their bottle. So that's kind of the goal for that. Other than spending money on secondary for those bottles, new releases, Jack Daniel's 14 still around the horizon over here. Haven't seen it hit yet. Still should see Jack Daniel's 10 and 12 hit too. JC's in the chat too. I also meant to mention I have an E.H. Taylor single barrel, not a small batch bottle. I also have the JD 10 bottle and the Elijah Craig C923 bottle. All three empty for you, sir. I don't have a small batch. I have a single barrel of the E.H. Taylor, but I have 3 empty bottles for you because you asked me to keep them for you. My wife asked me the other day, "Why do you have empty bottles?" I told her I'm saving them for somebody. So I do sell those bottles for you, sir. So, not spending money at Total Wine. I've purchased one bottle. It was a bottle of Blanton's. It was a bottle that was emailed because it's Grand Reserve for Total Wine in order to purchase a Blanton's. So it was like $90 after taxes for it. Rough, but we have one purchase of $90 from Total Wine. That's the only purchase from Total Wine we've done. Specs, we're still buying stuff, nuts, jerky, sodas, Powerade Zero by the case right now because the weather's permitting. We can leave them in the truck if we need to. Specs was good to us. We have a George T. Stagg 2024 that we paid under $215 for, and it's currently outside in the safe. Eventually, we'll open the safe up and bring that bottle out in fresh crack. We're just looking for a reason, but we do have a George T. Stagg. We also did get a Thomas H. Handy 24. Mom and pop stores weren't too good to me this year, so might not be doing anything with them. Mom and pops, they're gonna have to give me allocated first. Give me allocated first, and then we'll spend secondary prices on other product to help support them. But they got to get me what I want. So they don't give me tater stuff. I'm not spending money with them. I'll spend money with specs. Otherwise, we're saving. If we're buying, it's going to be for ourselves. It's going to be selfish. It's going to be tatery bottles, and if it's not, it's going to be purchased on secondary for full secondary if we have to. I do still have 5 people who are local who are all hunting bottles for me at MSRP. I do tip them, and they do hand deliver. So still got that going on. Very excited about that. So let's see what else we got going on in the chat. Make sure I catched up. All Smith's on the A. Smith Bowman cash rate for 130. Is 130 good for a Taylor Straight Rye? 130 for a Taylor Straight Rye is it's below secondary, but it's up there. It's close to secondary. The A. Smith Bowman for 130. That sucks to miss out on, but still. Thomas Anderson said he's my wife told me I spent over 11,000 last year. Yeah, I mean we did about 9 to 10 more than that. Like I said, we're drinking Silver Belly now. It's opened up a lot after having a couple drinks too. On top of that, it's pretty damn good. Got a couple other bottles on the table we're going to talk about too. Keep an eye out for those. Tom Black, been so long. At least you're still beautiful. Tom Black, good to hear you, buddy. Miss you, dude. Sorry it's been so long. For this year, I want picks for my favorite whiskey tubers. So you, RJ, Bourbon Hunter, and I want to try some finished whiskeys. You want to try finished whiskeys? I got you on finished whiskeys. I have a ton of finished whiskeys. Matter of fact, the thumbnail, Parker's 14 cognac finish. Me and Riley talked about doing a bottle split. Kind of forgot about it. He didn't care for it. I went over to his house to pick up my Nobletons. I tried it. I liked it. I paid him for the bottle. So $130 for about a 2/3 full bottle of Parker's Heritage. I got you for a sample if you want to try it. So there you go. Forgot to ask you to hold them when we were both free. We'll work that out. Yeah, no, you asked me to hold the bottles. Like I said, I still have the JD10. I have the Elijah Gray C923. I don't have a small batch, but I have a single barrel of each Taylor, all 3 empty bottles. If you want the tube, I got the tube. If you don't need the tube. I know you said you didn't care for the tube. I've got one, though, if you want it. Kids to bed, and then I'll be back. Cheers, Chucky Alarm. See you soon, buddy. How do you feel about Apple Jacks up in Denton? Lucas, that's a good question. That depends. Apple Jacks up in Denton. Me? I love them. They're great. They're awesome. But how do I feel about them if I was the average consumer? Less than desirable, overpriced, hard to get, rough, waste of time, waste of money. Some things are good, some things are bad, some prices are great, some aren't. Store picks decently available. Allocated bottles that you normally don't see. Some of them are on the shelf, but there's a markup. My perspective, though, Buddy, his friend, great friend, best friend, owns Apple Jacks, one of the co-owners of Apple Jacks up in Denton. Relationships, conversations, relationships are very key. Allocated bottles are very plentiful. Lots of bottles in the back, lots of stuff you'll never see. Who gives a shit about a store drop when I can just walk in and say, hey, what do you got in the back? Or, hey, do you have this, or this? And if the answer is yes, they pull it out. What's the price? Oh, it's this, but because it's you, it's this. Like I get a discounted rate. I won't purchase anything from that store personally. And this is personally, I won't purchase anything from that store unless it's for me, something I really want to drink. It's something special. Example, 13th Colony 15th anniversary. One of the very few bottles I've got from them as a super hyper allocated bottle that was pulled favors for me to get that bottle. I opened it. I've had some pours out of it. I only pour that bottle for special occasions. I don't share it with others unless they're with me during said special occasion. Or the favors for someone else that's done well or done good to me, I try to make sure they get taken care of. So like people are like, hey, I want an each Taylor barrel proof. I refuse to pay $100 for it because I don't plan to open it and drink it for $100. Other people are like, you're crazy. I would definitely buy an each Taylor barrel proof for $100. I'm like, hey, You promise me you're not gonna flip it. You'll open it and drink it. We'll go up there to Applejack's. I'll go with you, long as the owner that I know is up there. Uh, Done. $100 out the door. It's about 97, 98 bucks out the door. It's your bottle, and you can open and drink it. And as long as you're willing to open it, I have no problem helping you do that and pulling a favor for you. But yeah, Applejack, Stenton, Lucas. That's my hot take. Um, if you don't have the in, you don't have the in. Don't go. Waste of time. You do, great. It's fucking awesome. They have crazy numbers and they have really good stuff. I love them. I got my cowboy bourbon, my first cowboy bourbon there. I've got Indian Taylor barrel proof for a couple of the guys there as well. A Little Book Chapter 8s, Russell's Private Barrels, Old Forester Blue Labels, and then that 13th Colony 15th Anniversary. A couple other bottles too. I can't remember everything, but I've got a decent amount from them. And some of those times it was because I pulled favors, and other times I just walked in. They actually had something good on the shelf. So 20,000 on bourbon. Yeah, glad I'm single. I spent that. I might be screwed. Yeah, no, I spent a lot of money on bourbon, but we make decent money. We're not out of pocket 20 grand, but we spent some money. Chip, if that's still a problem, brother, reach out to me directly and I will personally deal with that shit and make sure you get your bottles hand delivered, because that's my biggest gripe and complaint right now with Whacked Out Whiskey Club is we got one guy running the delivery, and it's not foolproof. It's not. I'm very different on my mindset as a business owner and a business mindset. If someone, in this case a customer such as yourself, has purchased a product from me, it needs to be delivered ASAP. Your package is very much my concern. uh, Evernorth will be handled this way. I plan to have things pre-packaged, ready to go, weight, dimensions, all. As soon as I get payment, shipping, I'm not doing flat rate shipping. Not happening. Exact shipping plus $2 to $3 for materials. We'll work that out. Probably $2 for materials. Exact shipping from Pirate Ship plus $2 for materials. That forces you to have a conversation with me about shipping. Two, I print the label. I send you tracking immediately, and the very next business day, your bottle is out and on the way. It's probably going to be a lot more prep work than I want, but it's going to make a lot more people as a consumer like yourself, Chip, happy. So, Silver Belly Nobletons, you will still receive. He still does have more shipments to ship out. Riley's taking point on that. I'm sorry, first and foremost. But two, I myself will do better on my part. So Davey sent me a sample of the 2024 Cowboy Bird. Now I'm hooked. Got to find some. That is actually my newest favorite batch. So glad you mentioned that, Michael. 2020 Cowboy was my favorite before, and now the 2024 has overtaken that and actually beat it out. The 2024, even though it's hazmat, is way better than the 2020. So I've had the 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024 Cowboy Bourbon from Garrison Brothers. And the 2024 hits a home run. So that is an awesome pour. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Glad you liked it. I'm glad Dave sent you a sample of it. JC says, interesting, but yeah, I'm thinking about any finish allocated or not, like Isaac Bowman or Angel's Envy or Port, High West Cabernet, Blue Note Honey. I had the Blue Note Honey Cash Strength Rye. So if you want an affordable finish, Honey Cash Strength Rye, I got you. A couple other ones, though, we'll definitely take care of you, but I get the Blue Note Honey Cash Strength Rye. Got a few others, too, that I'll have to read off to you. You'll have to send me a message on Discord. You don't have to send it right now, but just send me a message on Discord. We'll work it out. I got you when it comes to trying some finished stuff. I have a lot of finished stuff, especially honey finished. If you like honey finished, I got you. You have Applejack's. It's one of your favorite stores in town. Living up here, only better stores, maybe Specs. Specs is only good though whenever you're there for drops. Applejack's can be good year round. So build relationships with them, Lucas. Stefan, ask for Stefan. Talk to Stefan. Become friends with Stefan. Mention Lucas if you're still here. Mention Jeff from Drizzo Nation. and RJ, the Fed. Talk to him. Talk to him, man. Beaver Squeezer. Cheers, RJ. Beachstand sent me to check out your channel. I just subbed. Cheers, buddy. Good to have a new subscriber here. How are you doing, Beaver Squeezer? Where are you from? What state? Just give me a state. RJ's the man. Never let me down on hand deliveries. I try. I've had a couple hand deliveries gone wrong. I've had one went horribly wrong, but we made that right. And then we've had a couple of these Glencairns. Sending glassware is just a pain in the ass that didn't make it. So we do have a couple extra Glencairns to eventually settle up with those guys. But yeah, still, open my 24 Cowboy, but I'm saving it for a special occasion. That one needs to breathe. I recommend, and I know you said you're going to wait for a special occasion to open. I recommend opening it, leaving the top off that bottle for at least 2 hours before you take a pour of that, because it's pretty rough. It has to open up. It is hazmat proof. So, okay, so I got 2 guys so far that have reached out to me asking about the Penelope Havana. So I will ask my people if we can get more Penelope Havana. We've already had 2 bottles. I will attempt to get Penelope Havana for sub $100 for you, 2 individuals. One of them is a moderator in my chat. Another one is a good subscriber of the channel. So I will try my best, but no guarantees. I'm sorry. If there's any promises that I've made to you and I haven't honored those, please reach out to me and we'll do our best to make sure those happen too. West Michigan near Michael. Perfect. That's good to hear, man. So you guys ever meet up and then hang out and have like a bottle share or share some pours with each other or trade samples? I'll be in Austin for a convention this fall, hoping to stop by Garrison Bros. If you can, do the single barrel bottle your own experience. Like you bottle your own single barrel and you wax dip it yourself and then you stamp it with the star. It's pretty cool. Also, they have Glencairns that are Garrison Brothers. You should pick up one while you're there too. I don't even have a Garrison Brothers Glencairn, but I'm telling you now, because I have a good friend. The guy actually got me into drinking whiskey, Tyler, that he went and did that, and he loved it. And I love drinking out of that Glencairn. I love their product. Very expensive. It's overpriced for most of their stuff, but the experience is great. So if you can, do it. Hey, Zeus, Buddy 81, buddy. This guy, Jesus, reached out to me via phone call, man. This guy called me and he's like, hey, man, I just want to touch base and make sure everything's good. And we had a pretty good long conversation, man. We shot the shit, talked about family, talked about life, talked about how busy we were. It was just good to hear from somebody like actually checking in on me, because it has been a while since we've done this. So cheers, guys. And thank you so much, Jesus, for popping in. Is that hardcore? It is that hardcore. It's hazmat, buddy. Don't scare yourself with that Garrison Brothers. TechSmart is a great store. Love it. I passed on Havana for 65. Oh my goodness. Why would you do that? I just don't know how I feel about finished. I haven't tried, but I did send a memo to your Discord so locals could grab the 4. I did see that. You said that they the specs in Weatherford had them. That $65 bottle was fetching $200 to $175 on the secondary market, which was absolutely absurd at the time that you sent that. I just couldn't make it out there. But yes, I did see that you posted about the specs in Weatherford, I believe is where you posted. It had 4 bottles. That $65 fetching you $175 to $200. It was wild. Has sent me a few samples. He is about an hour south of me. Not too far then. Not too far. Raging Cajun, what's going on, buddy? Hope all is good. Got my silver belly pick and enjoyed my first couple of pours. I'm glad you did, because the first couple of pours I did not enjoy. Now, the few pours after, since the bottles opened up, I have enjoyed. So we got a message request. Let's go ahead and double check and see where we are right there. Up there was Lucas. He was asking me about Apple Jacks in chat, and I wanted to tell him a response, because he said, yo, thank you on the take on Apple Jacks. So I said, absolutely. Stefan, though, reach out to Stefan, man. If he's there, talk to him. Have a good conversation with him. Mention Jeff from Drizzle Nation. That's Jeff, Jeff, from Drizzo, Drizo Nation. He has a YouTube channel as well. He's kind of an all-over YouTuber. He was doing some bourbon stuff, but he's kind of like retracted from the bourbon game. But we support him. I still love his gun content. I love his We the People conversations too, talking about the people of America and some controversies, some political topics, court cases, stuff like that. Good guy though. Good guy. Got a sample pour of the Havana and pass on buying at $79 was way just too sweet for me. Way too sweet. I've heard nothing but sweet notes about it too. TJ actually opened his bottle that I hand delivered for his girlfriend. I told him it was very sweet. Probably not going to like it, but if she does like it, it's the pour for her. She does like it. It is very sweet though. Daniel, what's up? What's up? Passing several balls of Penelope Fana, not a fan. Maple / rum finish. I agree, guys. I really do. I don't have a bottle of Penelope Havana in my possession. I've never tried it. I've only heard what I've heard from reviews. It's not my bottle to buy either. Maple finish, maybe. Rum finishes, depends. But not my bottle either. But someone's looking for it. So if you guys do see bottles of it, it is $65 or $79. I tell you right now, pick it up. Someone that's in this chat right now or someone on Discord is going to want that bottle. You can make their day. You don't have to charge them full secondary, and you can still have a good time of being like, hey, this is a perfect example of where I can send something to somebody that they really want. In this case, Penelope Havana, it's a rum finished whiskey. And then in return, ask for samples, man. Be like, hey, I hooked you up. Let me try some cool stuff now. Or even send me a sample back so you can decide, do you really like the Penelope Havana or not? But if you have the opportunity to buy it local, I say do it. I give locals a chance. I have no interest in flipping. That's the reason I didn't get a PS5 until 2 years later after it's released. You don't have to flip though. That's the thing. Like you can meal stuff at cost. Like we have runner chat. And you can also put the disclaimer that you're not taking responsibility for anything, but you'll do your best to make sure it gets served from point A to point B, as long as you get your money back for the bottle, for the packing material, all that stuff. You can do that. You don't have to make profit off somebody, but you can still pick it up and help take care of somebody else. That's going to be mainly for newer releases where there's going to be hype and the fear of missing out. So there's that. So good call. Nobleton's still available. Well, yes. Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pour up some right now. I want to say that last time I checked the Riley, there's like 30 something bottles available for purchase. I want to say it's $85 shipped. I know that's a little steep. Is this an $85 bottle of whiskey? It's legally 10 years old. Can't say how old it actually is. Do I believe it's actual age statement that was described to me? Maybe not. Maybe he's a old wise tale or a good storyteller, but it's good. It's way better than Silverbelly. I'm really happy with Nobleton's, but yes, we do have Nobleton's still available. If whatever reason Nobleton's ends up selling out, it's still available. I got you. I'll get you a bottle. But Raging Cajun, reach out to me, man, if you need a bottle. Whacked Out Whiskey Club first. If you can get on the Discord for that, go to the Whacked Out Whiskey Club, fill out the form. Riley was taking point on that one. If not, reach out to me. I have bottles in my possession, and I can take care of you personally, and we'll get you squared away and have a bottle in your hand delivered, either on Riley's time or my time. So whoever you want to go through, we'll make that happen, man. I do like the Nobleton's better than Silverbelly. I am biased. I was not a part of either pick for the tasting crew, and I do like the Nobleton's better. Let's see. Hoping to find that new Penelope ALW dropping this year. I hope so too. And if you don't have the previous year, I would love to share the 15-year with you as well. So, Chip, if you don't find it this year, I believe it's going to be a 16-year. I'm not sure. I have a sample of the 15-year from last year. I would love to send it your way. Just make sure you reach out to me. We'll work something out, and I'll send you a sample pack. You met him at Ironfish Distillery? Hell yeah. So the Nobleton's is a high rye. Legally, it's 10 years old. I think they put it on here. They did not put it on here, but the label is generic. I want to say it's like 117, 119 proof, somewhere in between. Demetrius refuses to proof anything down, so everything's at cask strength or barrel strength. Whatever it comes out at, that's what it's going to be bottled at. There's no watering down. There's no cutting of any of this. So, tour up. What's up, buddy? I just want that Havana. You know, everyone does. The one store I went to, I could have bought multiples and I didn't, and I should have bought all of them. I had another buddy that could have bought multiples as well. The two stores that we did decide to buy on, it was a limit one per person. So my bad. Sorry, it's my fault. I could add extras for you guys. We got to catch up too. We got Matt from Whiskey Wisdom had a donation. I know he's had it sitting there for a minute. Trust me, Matt. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, brother. I'm trying to read through chat as we have it happen. I'll take two at $65 each. LOL. That's before taxes, but after taxes, after shifting, I mean, it was like 93, 87, $87, $93, something like that. I know that seems steep, but after taxes and shipping or hand delivery fees, I think that's what we were able to charge for one of them. So, yeah, if basically sub $100 for a Penelope Ivana. If anybody's got access to them that can get them but doesn't want a rum finish, you can take care of somebody and then you can harass them and be like, hey, I took care of you, now take care of me. Let me try some samples. Bully them out of some samples of some of their whiskey. Been out of the bit, catching up on personal stuff now. Good. Hope you're doing better, brother. He's talking to Beach Sam Bourbon. Yeah, everybody's been dealing with some shit, right? The Savannah sweeter than Angel's Envy Rye. Yes. I haven't tried either one of those, but I can tell you yes. The Havana or Havana, however you want to pronounce it, I've heard nothing but sweet, sweet, sweet notes. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes. It's probably sweeter than Angel's Envy Rye. Ryes can be sweet. I have a bottle. Actually, matter of fact, the 1 foot cock, bottled and bond. You guys heard me talk about it very early on the channel. We actually won a bottle from Bourbon School. We went through Buffalo Bourbon Enthusiast, and we actually got a second bottle of the 1 foot cock bottled and bond Empire Rye 100 proof. That's a sweet rye. So Angel's Envy, I can definitely believe it's sweet, but I think the Havana's probably gonna be sweeter. Let's see, everything is good on your end. Everything here is great. Sweeter than AE finished rye. Yep, even Chip says he thinks it's sweeter. There you go. 27 bottles of Nobleton's remaining. Lucas, thank you so much for the update on that. 27 bottles of Nobleton's remaining. I have some in my possession that are technically accounted for, but if I have to, you've already technically paid. Reach out to me. If you haven't paid, reach out to me. I can technically reduce that number from 27 to 22, and Riley still has the other bottles in possession, and we can still hand deliver a bottle from myself or from Riley to you. What the fuck is Nobleton's just got a second silver belly? Never heard of this thing. Yes, sorry, Tora. It's through Discord. Discord is very important for our picks. Nobleton's is labeled as Planters Ozark Highlands. That is Nobleton's. This is a Whacked Out Whiskey Club pick. They fucked up on the labels. It still has Peggy and Sam. Those are both like Total Wine managers that got married on 10/11/2025. So that's on our label. That's pretty fucking hilarious. That's pretty funny. Got the Grain Baron, the Grain Baron Citator sticker with the Whacked Out Whiskey Club cloak. I think that one's 85 shipped. But that one, in my opinion, is way better than Nobleton's. Raging Cajun just sent me a donation for the live stream, so I want to let you guys know that Raging Cajun did donate a $10. And then while we're at it, finally we're here. Matt from Whiskey Wisdom, bro, did I hear you say you had COVID again? No, I did not, but one of my nephews does. RJ family starting off with COVID in 2025. Cheers, buddy. Glad to see you streaming. Hope you and the fam are doing well. We are doing well. No one has COVID in my immediate family, but my nephew does, and my family, my immediate family was over there with him. So that is a scare. Hopefully nothing has translated over. So thank you, Matt from Whiskey Wisdom, and thank you, Raging Cajun, for your donations. JC said, yeah, I might start doing that. There are many bottles I've passed others with want, like John J. Bowman, Four Roses, single barrel recipes. I'm assuming you're assuming the red labels, the 100 proofers. Those are harder to move, but people do want those. I actually purchased a bottle. I have it in my cabinet behind me. It's a OBSO. It was my favorite of the 10 recipes, but after trying it at the 100 proof, maybe not. But the Four Roses are very direct. You flip it around, look at the back. It's going to tell you tasting notes. Those are very direct. You either like or do not like the tasting notes. Those are very direct. You are getting what you paid for. Nothing more, nothing less. If it says it's spicy, it's going to be spicy. It's going to say it's a sweet red fruit. It's going to be a sweet red fruit. Like there's nothing BSing about it. Russell's 15, you could have definitely made money on. You didn't have to make money off of it, obviously, but that's one that even at $300+ yeah, you could have taken care of someone and someone would have loved you very much because that bottle's moving for about $500 to $550 on secondary. MSRP was around 300. So yeah, you could have taken care of them. There we go. Correction, 85 local plus $15 flat rate shipping. Yikes. So $100 a bottle. Is this $100 good? If you guys don't know if this is $100 good, I think this is definitely better than Silver Belly. Um, I'm willing to sample this entire bottle out right now. The Grain Baron. I'll sample this entire bottle out just to prove a point that this is, in my opinion, better than Silver Belly. So thank you, Lucas, for saying we have 27 bottles left. If you are on the fence, so you're like, what the hell is this? What is this Nobletons that you speak of? Why does it have a Planters Ozarka Highlands label on it? And you're like, is this any good, or is this just cap, or is this hype? You want to try it? Reach out to me. I refuse to only send one sample. If I send a sample pack, it's a minimum of 4 to 5 samples that I'm going to send to you. So you're going to get some crazy pours. I can send the picks. I can send the Silver Belly. I can send the Nobletons. Soon, next month, we'll also be able to send the Spirit of the Rails. You can try these picks before you buy them. I don't mind doing that. Riley might have a problem with that because he's not getting sales immediately for our club. I don't care. The fact is, we have bottles that are left over, bottles that need to sell. Let's let you try them before you buy them. I will send you samples. Even if it costs me money, I will send you samples. You will try them before you buy them if you want. That is an option. So there's that. Here's one bottle we're not buying. When I saw it, it was a $13 cash strength for $93. If it wasn't the yearly one, which should be less than 93, if it was a store pick for 93, yeah, I would probably regret buying that one too. Last for everything for North Carolina for Ryan. Damn. I'm out for the night. Cheers, buddy. I got to be up at 0400. Help crank me to that 1K mark. Yes, Beach Sand Bourbon does have a YouTube channel, guys. We got a couple moderators in chat. Someone could share his channel link. That would be great. You guys should like, comment, subscribe to his channel. He's out of Michigan. We talk about Beach Sand Bourbon. Are there beaches in Michigan? There is. The Great Lakes are up there. But we harassed him and be like, who would want to go to a beach in, Michigan? Well, he can prove you wrong. He's got some pretty insightful pictures. So good night, Mr. Beach Sand Bourbon. Haven't really dipped into the finished world. Any recommendations? What do you like, Chucky Alarms? First off, like what do you like flavor wise? Do you like apple? Do you like cinnamon? Do you like honey? What flavors, if you were going to have a flavor of food, what would you like? Do you like the sweet? Do you like the spicy? Do you like more savory stuff? What do you like? And then from there, we can definitely go for it. Not much sweeter than a rye from that handy. Yeah, that this handy is pretty spicy. Archie defense. So I'm catching up on chat from last stream. That was at 8:25. We're 6 minutes behind. Give me a break, Matt. Come on now, man. Wish I knew before Ugg. Needed to try that one. I just got it in, Torp. I know you just got your bottle. I know I just helped deliver that. I did not actually have that. So if that makes you feel any better, I did not have this bottle in hand whenever I went to package yours up, brother. So I'm sorry, Torp. We can still get you taken care of, but I did not have that in hand to send you a sample. Matter of fact, I was supposed to send a sample of that with the Havana and a couple other samples to TJ, and I couldn't even do that because I didn't have the bottle in hand. We just picked that up. So we can still take care of you, but it would not have been in the same package regardless. But I got you. If you want it, you want to try it, I got you. Hope the kids are doing well. The time of year is hectic with kids. It is. Luckily, no childcare is necessary right now, just family. And like I said, got a nephew that just tested positive for COVID. So that's pretty scary just because, we just had our family hanging out with them. So pretty crazy. Mark Duffy in the chat. There we go. Russell's 15 was 285. That would have been a fucking steal for anybody. You could charge $400 shipped and still like been less than secondary and made someone happy and made money. 6 months shipping lead time. I'm trying, man. Like when it comes to me sending stuff versus when you receive stuff, I know some shit happened. Cheers, Mark Duffy. Shout out to Mark Duffy, that old Overholt 11 to tore up. Uh, legendary. To be fair, justification for Riley. Um, we were both drinking that night, and I told him rather than giving him a note on who and what bottles went where. So I do take responsibility for that. Mark Duffy, you should have got the money for shipping on that second package for the rerouting of said bottle, the old Overholt 11. But yeah, that shit was wild. Torp, you got my number, man, on both your work phone and your personal phone. Send me a text. We'll get you squared away, man. I'll take care of you. And I know you sent me about that too. The better start at a list of mine. Yeah, I like the Jacobs Partners 142 proof 18 year. You sent me a text about that. I didn't respond. I'm so sorry. I was working and busy. And then you sent me a text after that I did respond to, but I never actually answered your question on that. I like Jacobs Pardon. I like all their stuff. Their stuff is great. They're underneath the Jim Beam brand. Jim Beam is good. So you want to send me 142 proof 18 year? Sign me up, sir. Sorry for the late response, but getting it live. Stepdaughter's roommate dead from COVID last month. Like actually dead from COVID, because that's crazy, man. If that's true, but like that COVID does tear some people up. But like shit, tore up. I replaced your old Overholt with a 10 high and resealed it. I hope that's okay. LOL. Get fucked, tore up. Victor, the Whiskey Panda, what's up, brother? We're currently drinking our second barrel pick for the Whacked Out Whiskey Club. This is the Nobleton's pick. I know about the debacle with you, Victor. So you want to try both? I can and still can and will get bottles of both. But if you want to try both, I will send you samples personally. And I'm sorry for shipping delays and issues. Like I said, I got Riley running this solo for the most part. He's the sole heir responsibility for this. Excuses are excuses. Some are more understanding than others, and some are not. I'm very short, temperamental, so my understanding is a lot less. You want to try it? I'll send you a sample free. It's on me. I mean, shit happens, man. That's definitely my crew, so I support them. I'll send it on my dime. I'll let you try both the Nobletons and the Silver Belly. Those are both in stock, along with the birthday whiskey, which was a LE bottle that I bought from their website. And then we got, like I said, the Evernorth pick coming up. We talked about that on the phone. All you, brother. I'll send them to you. Just let me know. I killed that Frey Ranch bottle pick I bought from you. Did you really, bloody 81? Jesus bought a Frey Ranch pick from me. I bought it from Goody Goody. It was $84.99. That's the same bottle Matt from Whiskey Wisdom. If you're still here, brother, that's the bottle you're like, hey man, you should pick that up. That's a great price for it. The Goody Goody pick. I got one too, and I was like, bro, this shit's nasty. And so did Matt, and Jesus liked it, so we sent it to Jesus, and he finished it off. So I'm glad someone enjoyed it. I didn't even care if I like lost money on that shit. I just wanted someone to drink it. Whether you enjoyed it or not, I'm glad you liked it, or you didn't. I'm glad you finished it at the very least. Is the old Overholt 11 year worth it? I know where I can get one for $90. I just heard the 10 year was better. I actually like the 11 year better than the 10 year if it's opened up. I have an open bottle in my cabinet right behind me, so Josh, whenever I hand you the bottles, the empty bottles that you gave me, the JD10 that I finished off, the Elijah Craig C923, and the EH Taylor single barrel. I know you said small batch. I have a single barrel bottle. Sorry. I can hand you a sample personally of the old Overholt 11. I think it's worth it. I think it's great. I think it's awesome, honestly. Toward that Jacobs Pardon number 3 is super. There we go. Chip said it. I like it too. Mark Duffy said, I know LMAO. I'm like, cool, free Overholt 11. Yeah, because he ordered the pick, and then I had 2 other bottles that were like $5 bottles that they were more than $5. The JD Rye was $30, and then the Starlight was actually $10. Like, I know I charged you like almost nothing for that Starlight, Mark, but I actually got that bottle from a buddy that was like trying to offload some shit before he moved to Indiana for $10. So the Starlight was like $10, and that other bottle was like $30 from a mom and pop, but should have been like closer to 2025. The old Overholt 11 though, that was the score of a century, man. That's why I'm glad you were like, yeah, I'll forward it to you. Just pay for shipping. Like, hell yeah, thank you. Tyler M, smaller cowboy hat without the mop on your head. We have the cowboy hat behind us. Yeah. We also have the $90 Blantons behind us from Total Wine because I know Tyler M loves my purchase of my Blantons from Total Wine from my Grand Reserve lottery that I paid out the ass for. Probably finish that balance as the original, adding sweetness in an oaky or spicy bourbon. I mean, whatever you guys want for spicy, we'll do it. I gotta let the cat out. She's trying to get out. Ugh. Ugh. Try to keep the door closed so that way I'm keeping my noise down because my kid's sleeping in the next room, but the cat loves to hang out here with me, so she had to go. I'm enjoying my Overholt Mongolia Rye. Yeah, that's one of my favorite bottles. That's $34.99 on the shelf here, Mr. Mom, and that bottle absolutely crushes any budget rye out there, in my opinion. Riverset ryes at cash strength definitely crush it, but those are discontinued. The Blue Note cash strength ryes are going to be like almost double the price because they're rebrand and the rename. So unfortunately, the A Overholt is going to be the winner for the ryes at that price point, in my opinion. Both are good, but kind of pricey. Yeah, Thomas Anderson. Yeah, $100, $120 for each, basically out the door. I like the 11. I think it opened up better than 10. I know a lot of people like the 10 first, but yeah, can't wait for that Evernorth. Yeah, Mark Duffy knows what's up. Yeah, Evernorth. Yeah. Um, I don't know. It could be bourbon, could be rye, could be American, could be finished. I'll give you guys the rundown for that pick because that is a pick that's coming. Um, Spirit of the Rails will be first. That is a OZ Tyler distillate purchased by Green River, branded underneath Spirit of the Rails. It'll be sold through the Whacked Out Whiskey Club. That will be a bottle for sure. Evernorth. I got seven guys, Joe and Tammy, couple that are local will be going. Nick Jones, Gunnar L, Tyler M, TJ, his girlfriend. We've got one or two others that might be able to go too. Maximum 7 people though for our group. It's supposed to be 6, but we got. I had the conversation. We're gonna have 7, so conversation is good. Dan from the Bourbon Junkies, talk to him. We got bourbons rise 6 to 8 years. American whiskeys were also talked about, and barrel finished wine, barrel finished. We don't know. Whatever's the best, whatever they try that they like the most. I don't care if it's American, bourbon, rye, wine finished. I don't care if you guys have a preference. I don't care if you like bourbon or you like rye over the other ones or you like American or wine finished. Their goal is to go in, taste whiskey, and I say whiskey loosely. I don't care if it's EY or just no E and just a Y. Whatever the best bottle, best barrel is put in front of them that they try, that is the one I want them to pick. If none of them are good, I want them to walk away. No one will get an Evernorth pick if it's not good. I've tried enough of their product. I know Joe B and Tammy have definitely tried enough being locals of their product to say that probably not walking away, but definitely buying something. We just don't know what. Whatever is picked, I'll probably announce first week of April. I'll probably announce it through my Discord. I'll also announce it through YouTube. Evernorth is Bourbon Junkies. They're a blendery. Some of their stuff better than others for sure. Majority of their stuff I have actually really loved and enjoyed. Source Whiskey, Bardstown, Green River, Sagamore, and then what's the other one? Green River, Sagamore. What was the other one? Fuck, I'm drawing a blank, guys. What else do they source from other than Sagamore? MGP, Sagamore, Green River, Bardstown are 4 of the big ones that they source from. Some of it's finished, some of it's not. Some of it's amazing, some of it's like decent. Whatever they try, if it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. We're sending some of my best people to do this barrel pick. Tyler's going to drive up 19 hours from Texas to do this barrel pick. Tyler has the most one for one pallet with mine. So, regardless of what anyone says on that pick, whatever Tyler says is my number one or his number one, I'm going to obviously back that. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to say, hey, veto everybody else, but that's going to have my priority because I know he's going to pick what I like, and what I like, I really enjoy. So, money, 3 to 4 of us, TJ, Tyler, myself, possibly my dad as investors, we're going to front the money for that barrel. That barrel's going to cost anywhere between probably low end 9, high end $15,000. Their bill finish stuff is topped off. Those are 60-gallon barrels. We are not responsible for the entire barrel of that because that would yield well over 300 bottles. However, on a full barrel of whiskey that we might purchase, we could be responsible for 210 bottles as long as they don't have a bunch of that type of whiskey in their gift shop. They will take up to 5 to 6 cases, which is about 6 bottles per case, 5 cases, 30 bottles, about $1,500 off the total cost of the initial investors, which would be myself, Tyler, TJ, possibly my dad. And then from there, bottle cost would be at cost 55, MSRP would be 65, and then hand delivery fees from there. So, full transparency. Thomas Anderson just said it. I'm going to jump back in the chat so we can kind of keep from the top and work our way down. Picked up at Evernorth Bryan American Whiskey Store pick last month in Michigan at $59 each. 55 would be our cost. 65 is technically MSRP, so he got them for 59 each. He actually got them below MSRP, which is great, Thomas Anderson. Cheers to you, buddy. It is possible that our pick will be around 65 plus ship plus materials. Materials would be $2 to $3 charge. Ship would be my plan is to do every bottle as one bottle per person. That way we can limit it. Dimensions will be set, weight will be set. Exact ship will ensure that whenever I do it, it will be exactly shipped, which means you have to talk to me. I'll have tracking for you immediately, and it'll go out next business day. That's the goal. That's the goal. So don't hate me. That's the goal, though. So let's roll back to where we're at. What can you tell me about Evernorth Pick coming up through Whacked Out Whiskey Club, or usually using Bourbon Outfitters? I will be doing it through Whacked Out Whiskey Club for some of the distribution. The other part will probably be through my server, actually, because Dan from the Bourbon Junkies doesn't even know the Whacked Out Whiskey Club exists because my conversations have only been from RG the Fed as a YouTuber. But we'll make sure it happens. Carl, people still drink bourbon? They do. Yeah, it's $90 for regular Blantons. Yeah, tore up. I did. Let's see if the receipt's in here. $97.41. And they couldn't even give me a freaking box. I got coworkers that will pay $100 for a bottle, so I just picked it up because it was a bottle I was called for with Total Wine. It's Grand Reserve only for Blantons, but yeah, $97.41 out the door. I'm glad you brought it up, tore up. Most regular Blantons I see are close to 90. Yep. Southern Star Ryes are great. Bullet Rye. Yep. Sucks Bowman Brothers Create from 30 to 40. Yep. I know Torp's a big Bowman friend. Bowman fan. I want me some of that Evernorth. Yeah. Everybody wants some of that Evernorth. That's why we might limit it to 1 bottle per person. We'll see how that goes. Never had a bottle from Evernorth I didn't love. What's crazy is, too, regardless of whether you like it or not, they have inherent and secondary value. So you can definitely make your money back if you just want to support and buy a bottle and resell it. I don't give a shit. That's on you. 1 less Nobleton's available. Looking forward to trying it. Hell yeah, Raging Cajun. Good to hear, brother. And I just finished my pour of the Nobletons too. So I describe it as Scotchy because it does have some of the savory, oaky wood notes, but they're all toasted barrels. That stuff's good. Like, it's probably the most balanced whiskey I've ever had. I don't know if it's actually the year age statement they claim. Legally 10 years. It's at least 10 years old because that's what the label says. I don't know, but that stuff's good. How do we get access to said Discord? My Discord. Let's see. I got some moderators in chat, like, right? Tom Black, share my Discord link if you don't mind, brother. And then share the Whacked Out Whiskey Club if you got that one too. But whichever one you want to do, because Tom Black said I'm back, and RJ is still wearing a shirt. I am still wearing a shirt, but it is a tank top. So we'll let Tom Black share that. But yeah, we got my server, which is RJ the Fed, and we get the Whacked Out Whiskey Club Discord. I try to add them into the description, but we'll make sure that we get you involved, Luke, especially because you're local, man. Like, if anything, just send me a message. There we go. Dollar Bill will just post it right there. But if anything, just send me a message if you want to get involved. I know you're in the den for sure. There's no way you're not if you're local. So we'll make sure things happen. Let's see. I don't know. I like the Silver Belly. It reminds me of Dragon Smoke Origin with more going on. I didn't care for it at first, but it definitely opened up tore up. I definitely like it a lot better than when I first tried it. I think the sample I tried was way better. When I first tried it, I got to show the back. I can't show the front because of what it has on it. I tried it in this. This was like where they sampled it out. It was not the same from what I tried versus what it was bottled, but the bottle's definitely opened up, and I do like it now, but I didn't care for it at first. Currently sipping some 8-year, 6-month Baker's 107, one of the best Bakers I've tried. Raging Cajun. I know you said you just ordered one, apparently through the Google Docs sheet. But if you do want to work out something with me for samples, I actually have a Baker 7 that has the oldest age statement before they go to 13 years. So if you want I think it's a Baker's 9, or it may be 8-year, 11-month, or 9, whatever the oldest is. I think it's 8-year, 11-month. I have one. So if you want to try it, I got you. Mark W said, I understand should be take times, communications, everything in this kind of deal. Yeah, no, for sure. And I don't feel like the communication's been there, unfortunately. And I feel like shipping takes time. Yeah, but it shouldn't take over a month. I will do better for sure for the Evernorth pick. That's I'm taking point on that one. I have full responsibility for the Evernorth. So whenever that one comes out, you order it. The goal is from the time you place the order, because you're going to have a conversation with me for shipping, because you'll have to pay exact pirate ship, not flat, but exact ship plus material costs. You will have a tracking in your hand the time that you pay, and that tracking number tells you that that bottle is done and ready to go, and it will go out the very next business day, and you will be able to track it. So the goal is, whoever orders it, the goal is to do a big sale on day one. Once the day one sales happen, I want to do a giant Discord call. Maybe we do it on YouTube. Who knows? But maybe we'll go live on YouTube while we're in Discord. Who knows? But I want to do a bottle share. I think everyone that's within the lower 48, continental US, we're talking 1 to 2 days of each other when it comes to receiving a package. I think most people can wait a day or two, make something happen in the evening after work, and we all just share a pour, and then bam, we have a fresh experience with everybody. We'll have Glencairns too. If anybody wants Glencairns, we can add those to the order and possibly fit those in the same box. We'll figure it out. And it'll be fucking awesome. Everybody will be able to try it live together, shit on it, or love it, enjoy it. I don't care. The pick will be what I like, and I will buy multiple boxes regardless, multiple bottles regardless. I got a gold box. You put that regular Blanton's in. I've got a gold box too. I've got gold. I've got straight from the barrel. I've got regular Blanton's boxes. I have boxes too. So I'm just upset that Total Wine wouldn't give me the box. So it's like I have to use one of my extras. Tom Black said he's back. Do it now, Tom Black. Hurry up. There's Dollar Bill sharing the Discord link. Tom Black also shared the Whiskey Club link. So there we go. We got Lucas responding. So I just react with my cowboy emoji on the 848 for the banter and chatter. So welcome to chat, Lucas. If you want access to the picks, if you can join that Whacked Out Club link. I don't see that you've joined the Whacked Out Club. That's where we're going to post the links for most of the picks. If I'm personally taking responsibility for it, like I said, I'll do 1 to 2 picks a year on my own. The Evernorth will be one of them. I will post that link for the bottles in my server personally. So it's still going to happen. So we'll work it out. Thank you. Yep. Good to see you, man. Screw you, Duffy. I love you, Tom Black. I know that scares me. Got the emoji, the brain. Just finished backtracking live stream. Damn, can't wait for the Evernorth pick. The Evernorth pick I'm very excited about. Like I said, Joe B is going to be there.
along with Tammy. So we got a couple going that are local, and they have hand delivered 2 bottles of the Night Soccer 3 and the Arctic Spirit to me, along with some samples. And I've tried them all. And the Arctic Spirit, even though it's LE, it's probably my least favorite, honestly. But the everything else is fucking awesome and phenomenal. I'm very excited too. Or just wants us to drink the Kool-Aid at the same time. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Thomas H. Handy, guys. This is 2024. I paid secondary for it, so I'll be honest. I've always been an honest man. I'll be an honest man to you guys right now. Um, I wanted to celebrate 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. I did. I still do, but not the same way anymore. I was going to give away, just like we gave away bottles before, I was going to give away 10 bottles of one. I was going to give away 10 bottles of each Taylor small batch. And for everybody that's helped me get a small batch, I'm sorry I've disappointed you. One of the things we used to trade to help get this bottle, because we decided we're going to take a step back from YouTube. We got shit going on. We got family, we got life, everything. Uh, Full secondary, full trade, about $500 eval on secondary. Thomas H. Handy, 2024. I want to say we traded 5 EH Taylor small batches, something like that, and some Eagle Rares for it. We traded EH Taylor small batch and Eagle Rare for it, about a $500 eval on secondary. So you guys do the math, because I'm drawing blanks right now. I can't remember what I traded, but we got a Thomas H. Handy. We got a Thomas H. Handy from 2023 from a mom and pop at MSRP or close to it. It was about 189, about 201 out the door. Got a Thomas H. Handy on trade for sure. We got a GTS, by the way, but we haven't opened or tried that one yet. But the Thomas H. Handy we had to open and drink. We shared that with Tyler. So 2024 Thomas H. Handy, a lot more spicy. It's opened up. It's sweet, but not as sweet and savory and easy to drink as the 23. Keith P, what's going up? One of our favorite firefighters. Y'all survived that Super Bowl. That Super Bowl is crazy. I want to go pour up some Silver Belly now. You should, honestly. Like, the Silver Belly's opened up, and like I said, I've been sending out samples of that birthday whiskey too. This birthday whiskey is from Silver Belly as well. This is Elliot on their website. They had a cease and desist from Old Forester because of the word birthday. So this is the first and only bottle you'll be able to get from them. It's about $100, but I think it's better than our pick, honestly. Like, I know it's an LE, so they're not going to get less to an LE pick, but it's pretty damn good. Giving out 2,000 handies could get tiring. It could. When the EH Taylor give away 2K subs, it was supposed to be at 2K subs for the EH Taylor giveaway, but we don't have more than one EH Taylor small batch right now, so it's not out of the question, but it's definitely far and from what we talked about, because we did have 10 EH Taylor small batches in hands. We don't anymore. We traded them all away. Guns and Bourbon, cheers. We're drinking 2024 Thomas H. Handy. Like I said, a lot more spicy, but still sweet and savory. Now it's opened up, but it's pretty harsh. Nothing like getting a good old handy. Yes, Jonathan Jones. I'll give you a handy for it. This is a crazy bottle. Like, we got this opened up on the same day as we did the Michter's Barrel Strength and the Michter's 10-year rye and a Blanton's Gold store pick all on the same day. Not to mention, we still haven't showed it off, but it's sitting on our table right now. I worked out a deal, did some trades, did some one-to-one swaps, but we have a Stag store pick. It is a badass pick. A damn good pick. So it's a single barrel select. The sticker's all scratched up, but the single barrel sticker says damn good. It's a 133 proof Stag that has a very heavy cherry note to it that I just fucking love. So I have to give a shout out to Tyler M for that bottle. We did a 1-to-1 swap. I had a spec store pick from this year from the bourbon drop that I worked out a deal with somebody. I traded a bottle for it. I got a bottle of it for it. Tyler likes to collect Stag. I wanted him to have the variety, so I offered him to trade a 1-for-1 for another Stag store pick that he had 2 of. This is a damn good Stag store pick, 133.0 proof, Holy shit, that is some good stuff. Chip says, got the birthday bottle, and everyone who has tried it loved it. Yes, I agree. It is. This shit is good. I think this is better than the pick. I'll be 100% honest. I think it's better. Is it $100 good? Probably not, but man, is it awesome. And I'm not talking about the whiskey about giving handies for a handy. Joby says, night all, got to get up early for work. Good seeing you, RJ, and hope the family stays healthy. Yes, sir. And I can't wait for you to be a part of that Evernorth pick. We're counting down the days. We're about 32 days out, 33 days out. So, hell yeah. Blanton's Gold Store pick. Yeah, tore up. So, Nobletons, whenever you hit me up, because I know you got my number, text me. Nobletons, Blanton's Gold Store pick, man. Ask me. We'll send you a sample, man. We'll take care of you. Haven't found enough taters to trade yet. We got lots of taters, man. You just got to be in the it's called the relocation server. So I can't tell you where it originated from because we don't want to put them on blast or anything like that. But let me see what we can do. Let's see. Invite people, copy link. This is good for 7 days. There's the relocation server link. When you join that, in general chat, I need you to type anything. Just tag me in the general chat for all I care. Whenever you tag me in general chat, I want you to go to the rules tab. I want you to scroll to the very bottom, and there's a green check mark emoji. I need you to react with that green check mark emoji. And in general chat, ping me right now, and I will approve you. You'll have access to the server for secondary trades through a Discord server. So there's your chance right now. Only 2 liquor stores in my area have each a small batch on the shelf for $390 each and $500 for stag. That is absurd. Thomas Anderson. That is absurd. You want to try any and all of those bottles that are tater bottles, and you don't want to pay those prices, man, please reach out to me, man. I'll send you samples. There's no way I'm letting you pay that shit. That's fucking wild. Oh shit, man. I hate to hear that. That's crazy if they're $3.99. Come on now. That's absurd. Torp sent me says, got to start looking for what I got open. Do you want a sample too? Then definitely want to try the Nobletons and the Blanton's Gold Store pick. They sent me a regular Blanton's Gold sample. I'd love to verse them. Only Dreams is current. So Alex is telling me basically like, hey, check my shit out and see what you want, and I'll hook you up as long as you hook me up. Yeah, I'll take care of you, man. I'll send you a bunch. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't have the small boxes to send 4 or 5 samples. We'll send like 12 to 13. We'll do a Dave Vogelsang sample size box. I don't care. There's a stag near me for $249, but that's that I know of. Yeah, no, that's overpriced. That's crazy. Low Country Sipper just fucking ping me right now for that. So we got you right now, brother. Low Country Sipper, if you're chilling right now in chat, go ahead and pop a message in here. But you're good to go. I already approved you. My Only Dreams is definitely not current. We started adding bottles to that. We didn't want the wife to see that total price, so we stopped. Hazmat Compton, good to go, brother. Reaper, Chucky Alarms, you're good. All right, we got Reaper, we got Low Country Sipper, and we got Hazmat Compton all in the reload server right now. Anyone else, Bourbons and Guns isn't typing right now. If you guys haven't already, I'm telling you right now, that's the Discord link right there. That's for the relocation server in the general chat. Literally just fucking ping me. Like I said, go to the rules chat, scroll all the way to the bottom, make sure you collect the green check mark emoji, ping me in the general chat, and you get immediate approval. I got you right now. We run duck races. We got secondary trades. We got it all. We got cigars now too. We got guys running cigars. I'm not a cigar person, but we got them there. So hell yeah, good to have you guys. So we got Hazmat Compton, Reap, Chucky Alarms, and Low Country Sipper, and Guns and Bourbon. So five new guys right then and there. So hell yeah. Buddy did a smoke wagon pick. I'll send you the sample if you're interested. Not out yet, but I got you. Hell yeah, Mark Duffy. Smoke wagon pick. Bourbon or rye? If it is a rye, is it the first or second mash bill? Because we like smoke wagon single barrel picks. Red dot is the bourbon. Purple dot is the rye, and there are two different mash bills on that rye. One is a 5149, and the other one I can't remember what it is. So. I jumped their ass and got booted out. Yikes. Only way to do it, got to keep it secret. We do got to keep it secret for the freaking secondary shit, man. Like, that's technically, I'm a partial owner of the server, but it's not my server that I fully own. We keep the barrel picking group separate. We keep the secondary server separate and the YouTube server separate, because if something happened to community server, at least the secondary and the other one's protected. If something happened to secondary, that one's protected. If something's happened to the other server, it's protected. I hate to have three different servers, but that's the only way to do it. That way, if something happens, you're taken care of. Hunter, yeah, cheers, buddy. Welcome to the thing. So, like, all you guys that are in chat right now, you've been approved for the thing. You should see a lot of other options too. We got Duck Talk, Duck Pond, and Duck Race. That's where people gamble on bottles and cigars. You got Runner Chat. That is bottles mealed at cost. You can do in search of as well. You can ask for stuff. You got Store Pick Finder, which is also for doing stuff at cost too. People can actually update that spreadsheet. It's like a Google Doc spreadsheet. You can update that for store picks in your area. People can assume that that's cost plus shipping. We got Relocation Chatter versus Whiskey Relocation. People can post their bottles they want for in search ofs or whatever they have in their possession for trade. All that shit is the way we're running it right now. If you have any suggestions, any issues, please reach out to any of the moderator teams. We're all open for suggestions, but server's been running hard and strong for a couple of years now, actually, and it's done great. So thank you guys for those who have joined. Like I said, check out that link, send me a message in the general, ping me, and then make sure you do that rules check, scroll to the bottom, click that green check mark emoji, and I'll approve you immediately, and you'll be able to see the full server. Well, you're going to have to get me a list of what you actually want to try, or I'll send you a hot sauce in lieu of a few I know you'll want. Actually, Torip, that last hot sauce that you sent me, man, that shit was great. That shit was fucking awesome. Lucas, I got you on the reload server. You're good to go. Tank, also good to go. But that hot sauce was fucking awesome, man. Like, that was the right amount of spice with the sweet note. I would buy more of that. Honestly, I want to buy more of that. I still kept I kept the card because the Sam Hastings card right here, this shit's fucking fire. Like, I killed that entire little like sample bottle. I added it to some nachos that I was making. I've added it to some tacos. Like, this is good. Like, share this link too. Honestly, Torb, like, this shit's great. You guys want some hot sauce? They were even featured on the hot ones. Like, that stuff's awesome. Do you still have 100 samples that need finishing? That's why I don't ask for samples for it, because I do have more than 100 samples that need finishing. Just in front of me, I'm pretty sure I have about 60 samples, and in the closet, I probably have another like 100, 150. Chucky Alarm says, gracias. More suckers in the duckies. Yeah, it's gambling in the duck races. Try not to be too crazy, guys. 2X barrel rye, Cedar Ridge That shit one hit me up. I actually kind of want to try that. Like that would be one I'd actually want a sample of. Torup just sent me a discount code for some freaking hot sauce. So thank you, Torup. I'm probably gonna place an order right after I end this live. Taking all my monies, yes, sir. I'm gonna go take a nice swig of NyQuil. Anyone want to be big spoon? No, I'm a little spoon. But okay, Tom Black. I swore off duck races, but I had to lose one today for old time's sake. Oh shit. Okay. No, Torup. No, fuck that. He says no wrench. Like we got that. We'll fix you, brother. Hang on. Come on. I gotta do it on YouTube. Hang on. I got you on YouTube. Hang on. I got this, Torup. Torup said it's for anybody. Torup, not only are you center moderator, you're managing moderator, brother. Share the link again. Torup sent me a link, personal cell phone. And he said it's for anybody. He said he just wasn't a wrench. So wrench has been promoted now. Not just regular wrench, moderating manager. Moderator, whatever, managing moderator, whatever it is called. Words are hard. There it is right there, guys. It says, let's call this a winter warm up, 10% discount code warm up. That's from the website for the hot sauce. So that's for hot sauce. But telling you right now, and Torb, if you can tell me which hot sauce I had, because I can't remember. It was one of the smoky ones. If you remember which one you sent me, post the name of it, because I'm telling you guys right now, if you're not liking hot or heat, you will like this one. This is very mild, very savory, very smoky, very flavorful without all the heat and burn, and you will love it. I plan on buying more of it because of how good it is. So for sure. You're gonna use the hot sauce on your nuggets for a video? I should, Mike. I should, because this was actually hot sauce versus some made up shit where I was using like buffalo sauce. Smokey J super low heat. Doc did a live with a few others. The one drop butt burner. The Smokey J was freaking awesome. Like I'm telling you guys now, that is the name of it. That was really good. Duffy, the restraining order is still in place, but I'm still willing to back it up for him anyways. I live on edging Tom Black. I love that you guys can be toxic to each other, and I hope that you guys can find solidarity and roast each other in my Discord, because we don't censor shit in my Discord. You guys can talk all the crap you want with no issues. That Smokey J, it's addictive. Raging Cajun, I'm glad to hear that you've had it too. That is a phenomenal sample of hot sauce that I got. It was a small bottle. I say small loosely. I had about 4 servings, 4 pours. It was a lot more than 4 servings. I had 4 pours from that hot sauce bottle, and I used all of it on that last one because like this stuff is freaking mouth watering good. Like, oh, thank God that some hot sauce came out with that smoky flavor that was just so freaking good. It's almost like liquid smoke in a hot sauce that's very mild and sweet and savory. Like, oh, so delicious. That was the handy down. Thomas H. Handy 2024. Great pour. I've definitely had enough whiskey for the night. Dave Vogelsang just popped up in chat. Gotta ask him his opinion. Have you opened this over, Billy? Is it actually good? Or is it bad? Qualifying questions. Is it $75 good? $50 good? Or is it a bust? Honest opinion, Dave. I mixed this with ice too. This shit was not good from Fresh Crack. the Silver Belly pick. It opened up, got better. I can drink it neat now. It's definitely better, but it's not worth the price point, in my opinion. I think it's $50 whiskey. I think it's overpriced from our group, and I hate to say it, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think it's overpriced. I think it's $50 whiskey at best. I think it's a mixer at best. So I would love to hear your guys' opinion on if you like it or you don't. If you have it, um, it's solid. It's got some good flavors to it, but it had to open up, and even then, it's still pretty harsh for the price that we charged. No fake liquid smoke. It's smoked wood, smoked jalapenos, and Torb's absolutely right. It's not a fake liquid smoke. It tastes like liquid smoke, but it's not fake. It's very, very real. The jalapeno flavor, very, very good. Bourbon Hunter Lee just did a rules check too. All good. Got you. Got a couple of you guys that are in there in that secondary group now. So you guys can post your bottles that you want to trade, sell. You guys can gamble on duck races, however you guys want to do it. But anybody ask you questions or wants references, use my name, use my YouTube channel. I will personally vouch for you guys. Just do what you're supposed to do. Be good, be kind, and do right. Um, in the event that you do send something to somebody, remember, send it how you would want to receive it. Don't go cheap just because you're trying to maximize profit. Make sure if you're going to hand deliver a bottle that it's going to be in a manner in which you would want to receive it. So wine sleeves, bubble wrap, packaging material, the whole 9 yards. Make sure that shit is bomb proof because that's how you would want to receive it, even if that means you're taking an L on packaging material because you would want your bottle to be received the same way. So that's my disclaimer. Dave loves it with a cube. Honestly, I'm going to re-pour this too because like it's the end of the night. I don't mind having it. I'm going to pour it in a rocks glass too. That's another thing I've heard too. Rocks glass versus Glencairn. Rocks glass, more air, less smell. Taste much more different because of the air, a lot more airflow to it. So keep that in mind. Take some breathing. Take it slow. Silver really does take some breathing, so that's why the rocks glass, in my opinion, is recommended, almost required, honestly, at least for the first pour. Jonathan Jones with the cheers, but I get some good cherry and vanilla. This is a good pour. I just think it's a very funky finish. I don't feel like it's worth the price that it costs. I think it's a $50 bottle at best. Might depend on what you had first. Started with it, and it was a solid 7 out of 10. This was one of the first pours of the day for me too. So 7 out of 10 since it's opened up in a rocks glass. I agree. It's pretty good. Just got out of work. Mortar border. Let's go. Silver Belly is good. 50 to 55 good. I like Silver Belly whiskey more. Dave Vogel saying had the exact same opinion that I did. I'm so freaking glad to hear that. Like, Dave, I think we actually hit home with that, except for the Boondocks 18. I think that's the only thing we can disagree about. The Silver Belly is not worth the price that it was charged, and I really regret the price that was charged, but that was not my discretion. I think it's a $50 bottle. I think it definitely opens up over time. I'm glad you like the Silver Belly birthday whiskey more. That's this bottle right here. That's their LE that they got sued for by Old Forester. They had to have a cease and desist. They're no longer making this. So this is a one and done release. It's 101.7 proof versus 115 proof. I think the birthday whiskey is definitely better. I think the Silver Belly single barrel pick is definitely $50-$55 at the most. Factor in shipping, it's not worth the price point. That's my honest opinion. So I'm glad Dave Ogleson absolutely agrees with me. I hate that we charge what we did for it, but that's the truth, and it kind of sucks. But I'm so happy to hear that someone agrees with me, even if it's not in the best light. It's still real to me, Tom Black. I use your name every time I go to the strip club. Hell yeah, Guns N' Bourbon. Let's go, brother. That birthday one is more refined for sure, but 14 proof lower too. I sent the same samples or close to the same samples to Torup that I did to Dave. So Torup also going to try the birthday whiskey, and he likes the birthday whiskeys more, saying it's more refined, even at the lower proof point. It's also a year older. Um, the flavor is definitely better. I think it's definitely way more refined. I think it's way more balanced. I think it's also more complex at the same time. So, 100% agree, Torah. Good to hear that you have a matching palette of mine, which excites me for a lot because future picks with my personal name underneath it will definitely hold a lot more weight, in my opinion. Now, knowing that you and Dave Vogelsang both have the same opinion that I have about my own pick. Lots of nice slash helpful fellows, and I'm in the Discord. Just don't be a dick, and you'll have a great time. Yeah, or you can be a dick, and you can be like Freight Train and just hang out my Discord and talk mad shit, and I'll still love and support you because freedom of speech exists, and at least in my Discord. Maybe not others, but in my personal Discord, it exists. I have a pending notification on Discord that just okay, it disappeared. I'm not sure what it was. Duffy give you a bottle. He's only given you regret. Call me crazy, but I enjoy some whiskey straight from the bottle. Some small sips helps hide ethanol vapors. Um, Ethanol vapors disappear in rocks glasses over Glencairn's honest opinion. So you can, but for sure. In the Discord, Ryan says. The only time I've enjoyed Silver Really has been in a rocks glass and slowly been getting worse as it opens up. That's crazy that it's been getting worse for you, Lucas. I actually think it's opened up and it's gotten better from when I first tried it because I'll tell you right now, I got to cover up the label for non-disclosure agreements. But the Silver Belly bottle right here, and then this I have to show the back of it. It's still non-disclosure for them. So this flask tastes way different than the bottle that we got. And the bottle we got, I think it definitely opened up over time, but it's still not the same as what I tried when I tried the sample when we were picking the bottle. But I agree. Rocks glass definitely helps. Slowly opening up though and getting worse is crazy. Northwest Bourbon, what's going on, brother? It's been a long time too. We used to tune in a lot more, but life's happened, shit's happened. Here we are today. Good to see you though. How always have you used a rocks glass? Well, that helps because honestly, aeration for the silver belly pick is necessary. And then the freaking laughing emoji from Dave Ogleson for the Boondocks. We know that you hate Boondocks 18. Like Dave, just say that you hate George Dickel. We'll say you hate George Dickel, and we'll assume that you meant to say I hate Boondocks 18. And they're basically the same sentence, right? Like, there's no difference. And the legend Mr. Dave Vogelsang says it's good, then damn it, it's good. Dave Vogelsang does have a good palate. Honestly, like he does. So hell yeah. Northwest Bourbon, cheers, Mark. Dave Vogelsang's giving a shout out to Northwest Bourbon. His first name is Mark. You guys should watch him. He does do live streams quite often. Some less desirable channels that he has live streams with, but nonetheless, veteran and veteran support. So God bless our troops. God bless America. No reason why you guys don't support America or our troops that you shouldn't support Northwest Bourbon because of what Mark stands behind. Love you, brother, and thank you for your service for sure. Obviously, far and few in between. I have not been there. Life's happened, shit's happened, but we do like you, Mark. I'm sorry that I haven't been present, but thank you for your support and glad to see you here. I mean, I have a Silver Belly autograph by RJ, so it's priceless now. That's funny, Tora. They should still make some birthday whiskey, but name it something else. They probably will. So Riley, and this isn't their shade or shit on Riley, but Riley, the co-owner of Whacked Out Whiskey Club, He's now employed by them. He is the Texas marketing manager for Silver Belly. Take that as you guys will. I'm a little upset on how it happened and what happened and how it took place, but Riley made the connection. Riley has friends. Riley made things happen, and now he has a job. He is the marketing manager over Texas for Silver Belly. They probably will still do something a lot about it, but they will not call it birthday whiskey because of Old Forester. But whenever we get that update, I will update you guys. If it comes from me, transparency and honesty. If it comes from Riley, I can't say the same because he's a marketing manager. He might have to say certain things for the disclaimer to fit. I don't give a shit about any non-disclosures or legalities. I will call it what it is, and I will call it what it's not. I will fucking put the name to it as much as I can. There probably will be another birthday whiskey, but it will not be called birthday whiskey because of Old Forester. But I will say that is, in my opinion, way better than our pick, even though it costs more. Motorboarder said, glad to see you back. Been a while. It has been a while. Stuff and Whiskey Review, the Silver Really lineup video went out today. And Silver Really's been fucking rough, man. Like, they used to have 2.5-year Green River distillate that was fucking awful. Then they had 5-year Green River distillate. I'm sorry. 5-year distillate that was not Green River. There's a non-disclosure agreement, but it comes out of Tennessee. That's way better. And then you have the single barrel picks, both Alan Jackson pick and our pick, and a few other stores and companies that are doing picks. And then you have the birthday whiskey, which is the Alan Jackson pick as well. So there's that. But yeah, no, I'll have to watch that Stuff and Whiskey Review to Silver Belly lineup. I'm going to check it out. Motorboarder, I do have a 2024 Cowboy Bourbon right beside me. But it's not a sealed bottle. It's an open bottle. It's my favorite Cowboy Bourbon from Garrison Brothers so far. 2020 was my favorite. 2024 beat it out. But I do not have a sealed bottle for your friend. But if in the event that we can't get you a bottle, I still offer a sample. So Motorboarder, if anything, I will at least offer a sample from my personal bottle. That is my favorite Cowboy Bourbon I have. I finished off the 2020, but I had 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. So 5 years of Cowboy Bourbon. And then 2024 took it all the way home. I think Duffy left. I changed into my special underwear for now. For nothing now. Not for nothing now. You changing your special underwear so RJ the Fed would take off his shirt. We're shirtless now. Just for you, Tom Black. I hate Dickel 13-year bottle and bond. I think most people hate Dickel 13-year bottle and bond. There's lots of Dickel 18 actually, but the Dickel 17 is obviously a special bottle you can purchase and buy. The only Dickel I have liked was their rye because it was MGP source. Cheers. Some of their bourbons are too, but they don't brand them underneath Dickel. Mark said, appreciate you saying that, buddy. I'm going to repeat it one more time for you guys. Mark from Northwest Bourbon, veteran backed, veteran owned. He is a veteran himself. Veteran support. Support our troops, support our military. Northwest Bourbon, Mark. Even though I don't care for some of the people he brings onto his channel as co-host or part of the special event, Mark from Northwest Bourbon is a good guy. Please show him your support. One of our moderators can shout out his channel. That would be great. If not a big deal. But Mark from Northwest Bourbon, one of the homies. Cheers, buddy. Dickel 15-year from Thomas Anderson. Give us a thumbs up. Lucas says nothing against Riley, but a lot of us in there thought it would be at cost, not for profit. I agree, Lucas. I think that more things from a new bourbon picking group should be at cost rather than profit. The profit should be transparent. I thought it was transparent. It was supposed to be for future picks. I don't necessarily feel like it is. I can't speak on volumes, but I will say that for me personally, things will be different. Evernorth will be different. Even if I have to take a loss, the goal is to keep the cost down regardless. Like I said, 55 is the cost that were talked about with Dan. I don't know what the actual cost will be, but that's the talked about price. 65 is MSRP. I feel like if we charge MSRP plus tax and shipping, we will still make money. I'm not making any money. Any money that I make will be to repay both Tyler and TJ for their airfare and Tyler driving. If I take any money at all, it will be in the excess of $150 for shipping materials to make sure I hand deliver shit to you guys directly. But those guys get paid first. I get paid last. Our investors will get paid first to get their money back for the initial cost of the barrel. Anything in excess will go to those guys. 100% right here, right now. That's the real talk from me, from YouTube. No BS. I'm running point. That's what I said. That's what's going to happen. So no BS for me. Probably gonna listen to country music for that gig. Fuck a Forester. They can't TM the word birthday. You know they shouldn't be able to, but they have, and it is what it is. Just spell it birthday. Yeah, misspell birthday. There you go. Plenty lame. Old Forester threw a fit about birthday. Honestly, they did. Like they literally did. They have a cease and desist against Silver Belly because they put birthday whiskey on this label. So there it is. Lucas said, "I appreciate the real talk on the Evernorth pick." So thank God, like that somebody respects. Like I have no benefits off this pick. I don't give a shit about this pick as far as money goes. I care about the whiskey. If the whiskey is good, guess what? It's good. If it's not, it's not. Like we're not picking it if it's not good. And I don't care about the money. I care about the whiskey. So I'll say it how I tell you guys, and I'm the most honest person I can possibly be. If I lie, you guys can hold me to it, and I'll literally quit YouTube in a heartbeat, and I'll quit Discord in a heartbeat too if I lie to you guys. I don't care about the money. I care about the whiskey. I'm sick and tired of secondary pricing on allocated bottles. My goal is to get you guys whiskey in your hands for an affordable price. That's not allocated. It'll be a single barrel pick, but is as good as an allocated bottle or better at cost plus shipping. I really don't give a shit about money. I really don't. I'll take a loss. Some of you guys who have followed me, some of you guys who are currently in chat right now, we have 26 watching, know that I don't care about money. I really don't. Like the whole point of the YouTube channel is the fact that I can be monetized. I can make money off of YouTube, but the goal is not to make money. The goal is to just be less in the red. I'm always going to lose money on doing this. It's a hobby. It's a passion. I'm always going to lose money. If I can be less in the red and make sure you guys get the best whiskey possible in your hands, whether that's on my dime or someone else's dime, I don't care. Samples, bottles, whatever it is, it's about the community. Some of you guys are way more giving than others. And I'll say it the way I normally say it. There's those who give and those who take. You pick who you want to be. Are you going to give or are you going to take? If you're going to give with open arms. Don't care who it is. Just give. If you're a taker and you take and we catch you and you're taking more than you're giving, fuck you. Honestly, like, be ridden. You're a virus. You're a parasite to society. There's so many people who are generous, and you're going to take from those who are generous. You're the problem. Give more than you take. People will love you or hate you. People can benefit off of you or enjoy you. You can be a part of this community or you can be a problem to this community. I will always give more than I take. 100%. I don't care. Money doesn't matter. You guys matter. Money doesn't. Whiskey doesn't. You guys matter. So if you're going through some shit, understand that some of us are here for you. We don't care about the product. We don't care about the whiskey. We care about you. If you have problems, reach out, ask for help. I love you guys. Yes, now it's a party. Mr. Great Shot. Long time no see. Cheers, brother. That's it. Going pantsless. Mike said now it's an official RJ the live stream. Shirtless. I've lost some weight, guys. I've lost about 20 pounds. I'm weight mindful. I'm trying to do better about my eating habits, but obviously it's still tough. Let's try to catch up with chat real quick. William Hall, let's go. I feel like I have seen Bigfoot or Nessie. We need to be back. Now we're back. I hope you heard some of my speech. Bourbon Hall in the house. Bourbon Hall, we just drank early on in the stream both your Jack Daniels Barrel Proof Rye and your Eagle Rare Honey Finish project. So cheers, brother. Those were phenomenal. Said, what's up to you fellow the gens? Absolutely. Wade, are you wearing pants? RJ for Prez? No, I don't need all that shit, man. Fuck that. Never during a live stream. See tore up. Wade gets in no pin stream lives. I mean, you already lost your shirt. Doc said one drop was bad and bathroom next day. Step away for a moment and RJ lost his shirt. Yeah. Guns and Bourbon, I just subscribed. Hell yeah. Good to hear from Mark. Don't give him ideas, okay? Thank you. I have not done anything lately. We've been rocking for a little over 2 hours. We got 27 people watching. I don't necessarily want to cut it short. I feel like we have enough time of watch time for you guys, even though we have the most viewers currently, 27 for this live stream at a time. Concurrent viewers. Cheers, guys. But we will be calling this live stream here in a second. I really want to just thank you guys so much for your support. And I do apologize for not being present. Like I said, once again, life happened. My kid got violently ill. I got violently ill. We had our second born 3 weeks before we expected. And I'm getting ready to take paid parental leave where I will be off 5 days and I'll be working 2 days is the plan. I'll work weekends. I'll be off Monday through Friday. I do still want to do some live streams and some content. We're currently doing barrel picks. Like I said, once again, we have the Silver Belly whiskey pick with Mr. Riley Tesla for the Whacked Out Club. We also have the Planters Ozark Highlands, which is a Nobleton's pick as number 2. Number 3 will be coming next month. It'll be Spirit of the Rails. It is a OZ Tyler distillate purchased by Green River, branded underneath Spirit of the Rails, which will have the Whacked Out Whiskey Club tag. Along with that March tag, we're going to hold off and we'll post in April. We're going to have the Evernorth pick, which is a Bourbon Junkies pick. That's one that I'm taking point on, and I put TJ in charge of. I'm very excited about that one. If you guys need any of the picks or any samples of the picks before you buy, please reach out to me. I do not care about money. I don't want to be upside down. I don't want to be at a loss, but I also don't want to make profit. I just want to make sure people have good whiskey. So if you guys are curious about trying some whiskey, let me know. Samples are on me. Pay for the shipping if you guys want, or the hand delivery fee, whatever you guys want to call it, and we'll make it right. Cheers, guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for this community. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this live stream. And I'll see you guys for the next one. This is RJ the Fed signing out. Please, 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 please find the Discord. Hang out in the Discord. I'm in the Discord all the time. And if you guys are looking for secondary relocation server review, as they're looking for barrel picking group, Whacked Out Whiskey Club, cheers. And I'll see you for the next one.